Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2020 Fall Split South Asia Region Semi Finals, which is sponsored by the Oppo Reno 4, which has the VOOC 4.0 flash fast charging, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and the 6.4-inch AMOLED display. Clearly the best of you. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, and these are the semi-finals, as we say. Today the matches are going to be played by the teams from Group A and C, so we do have some intense action lined up for you guys. And ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the desk to break down the teams and their performances this time today, it is going to be the very talented Phoenix. How are you doing?
Thanks a lot, Johnny, for the introduction. I'm very fine, and I'm just literally excited for this semi-final. And I really hope that the team who are in the bottom of the table, they will shine and show up that they are one of the best and give a good competition to the teams who are on the top.
Well, definitely, and one exciting thing today that's going to happen, it is going to be that teams from Group A, they are going to be done with their matches, which is going to put some of the teams in trouble if they do not perform, as Phoenix said, and if they do not get enough points to get themselves in the top 10. Once again, top 10 teams from here, from the semifinals, will be moving forward into the finals, because 6 teams have been invited from the last year's PMCO. The 6 teams that had an amazing performance and went on to play in the PMPL Season 1. And as I say PMPL Season 1, that means there's going to be a Season 2. So let us have a look at the prize pool distribution and the slot distribution as well. And prize pool, so first place is going to get $2,600, second place is going to get $1,600, the third and the fourth position $1,100 each. The prize money is going to be the same as the 5th and the 16th position, but only the top 4 teams from here will be moving on to play into the PMPL Season 2. So the competition is going to be quite deadly. And how do you compete? How do you get the prize money? You get that through the points, which has been a standard for a long time. As I always like to say, first position 20 points, second 14, third is going to be 10, fourth it's going to be 8, and the points keep on getting lower and lower. If you finish quite early on, 11 to 16, you just get 1 point, and 1 point for every single kill that you get.
Yeah, that's true. And for 1 kill, you're going to get 1 point. This is very important because it will going to give you a boost every single time if you get a higher placement points.
Yeah, definitely. And we were talking about the groups that are going to play the matches. Let us have a look at the teams that are there in those groups. Starting things off with Group A, we will have Rivals X, E2SOPM, A1 Esports, and High Voltage, who are the first 4 teams in Group A. Moving forward, having a look at the next set of 4 teams, it's going to be 4 Archangels, RisingNepal, Kira Peace Flow, and HARAME. These 8 teams are going to be playing today. Group B is going to be on a break. They're going to be stepping into the action tomorrow. And Group B, it's going to be Phantom Esports, Gods Reborn, Angry Springs, PWP Esports. PWP had an amazing run yesterday, but today they are going to be on a break, and they're going to be watching the teams from Group C and how they step up, how they build the momentum for themselves. Group B also has KSAX, DoyenKnight, Trust Deep Process, and Abrupt Slayers as the next 4. But now Group C, it's going to have PN Crew, Wolf's Den, Satan, and DRS Gaming in the roster as the first 4 teams. Moving forward, the next 4 teams from Group C, it is going to be Soulz OF BD, Venom Legends, SOLTISQUAD, and 7C Esport.
Yeah, that's true. And if we talk about the Group C 4 teams, all of my 4 teams in the Group C, which is Soulz OF BD, SOLTISQUAD, Venom Legends, as well as 7C Esports, because they have one of the best experience. They are one of the professional gamers there, and I literally hope that they are going to get in the top 4 and move in the PMPL Season 2.
Well, definitely moving into PMPL Season 2 is going to be so important for these lads. They missed out on the first opportunity that was given to them during the spring season, during the spring split, but now in fall they will have the second opportunity. To do that, they have to finish in the top 10 in the semifinals and move on to the finals, where they will be competing against the 9 teams that qualified with them and also the 6 teams that have been invited. It is going to be a tough fight for everyone that's going to be involved, but from there on out, it's not going to be over. You're going to be joining the teams that qualified from PMCO Pakistan, PMCO India, and the invited teams from India as well. So quite a tough situation for the teams and the players to be in, but with the tough situation comes in the excitement as well.
Yeah, that's true. And the teams who just got qualified for the next round, they already have to be a little bit worried because the teams who are invited, they are watching you and they are study your gameplay because how you're going to play, how from which location you're doing your rotation, what is your drop location, and they are going to look at you very easily, and they're also going to get some easy kills if they caught you off guard.
Well, definitely those things happen, and especially if you're playing with a team like Rivals X, who always like to keep everyone on their toes with where they drop and how exactly they want to play their games. Right now, they've had a sort of a shaky performance, but we do feel like the team is going to step up. Phantom Esports stepped up yesterday, but today they are going to be taking a break. So it is going to be quite important for them as well once they come back tomorrow and start playing the matches for tomorrow, that they bring in the same momentum with them and climb up even higher and secure a spot within the top 10. There are a few teams that haven't had good days, like Kira Peaceflow. Today is going to be another opportunity for them. Then along with them, we also have the squad of Rivals X. Even Rivals X, the expectation from the fans are really high with the way they performed during the group stages. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on the team and the players for that.
Yeah, before talking about pressure, the team, I want to talk about the team is Team HARAME. They are one of the best team to steal your kills. You just have to be a little bit careful because if they are near you, they're definitely going to steal your kill. Because I just watched some matches in the previous matches, and every time I see when there's Team HARAME near every single team, they are always try to get some kill because kills are going to give you 1 point. Every single kill you are going to give a 1 point, and so that is one of the best amazing thing if you're looking for a team.
Well, definitely points are important because they help you climb. And how do you earn those points? You earn them playing the matches on the map. So let's have a look at the schedule for the day as well, which still remains the same with the 3 maps that are there. Erangel, Sanhok and Erangel are going to be same. Today we're going to be seeing Vikendi instead of Miramar, which was played yesterday. So Group C versus Group A on these 4 maps, these 4 matches, and the battle is going to be really intense.
Yeah, that's true. And there's my favorite match, Vikendi. I really want to play in Vikendi map because the map is very a little bit short. If we talk about the action we can see in very early stages, and I really hope the Vikendi map is famous for the heal battles. And every single time at the last zone, if a team going to go for heal battle, the breathtaking moments are there because you just get a little bit confused at which team is going to win, and because of some macro seconds, team can maybe get eliminated at second position, and the team who is performing very low, they can get a second in.
Well, definitely Vikendi is one of those weird maps that sort of gives advantage to the teams that like to play a slower play style, but it is about the very first game, the momentum that you build for yourself, which is going to be played on Erangel, and the match is live right now, so the trajectory of the plane path is going to be on us. And we do see it starts from the military base area and goes all the way towards the western side of the shooting range.
Oh yes, we can see it clearly, and I'm literally hoping that which team are going to clash at their drop location, and I'm hoping that Rivals X and RisingNepal, they're going to have an early clash between them because the teams, they have a really close drop location if we talk about these teams. But Venom Legends and Team Satan as well as Rival Egg, they just drop out from the plane, and the other teams, they are going to go for their favorite drop location. And I'm thinking that where the zone is going to be get. What we're thinking? What is your zone prediction, Johnny?
Well, I don't like to predict the zone. That's my thing. And I'm sort of scared because I'm not the mad scientist Roshan Sharma himself. He's the one who has this thing about the zones and likes to predict them quite accurately and has a good success rate, but not me. I like to read the zones. I like to read how the rotations are supposed to happen after the zone is in front of us. And for now, I mean, Satan, they have taken control of the military base quite completely. Frankie, we do see him. I think he's going to head for the compounds on the outer hill that's closer to the military bridge. Oh, this one heads towards the Gatka quarry area and might just be on the Gatka split.
Oh yes, and we can see Rivals X Noob is very close to the players of A1 Esports. If he got a gun, maybe he's going to knock some players who are just gliding towards the favorite drop location, but unfortunately they just dropped out, and he's having having a UMP, if he's going to go for a YOLO play, he's going to rush towards them, maybe he also be in a little bit danger. If the opponent gets some guns, they spotted you out, they're going to knock you and finish you instantly, because there's no support of your team and you don't have a vehicle as well. So I think so the better decision is you just have to do some basic loot and run away from here, because A1 Esports, maybe they also know that there is a player nearby them, they can spot you and finish you as well. But if we talk about the zone, Venom Legends are quite far away. They are just at the Novorepnoi area. They are going to find some vehicles very easily, because we can see the vehicle spawn percentage in Novorepnoi is quite high. And Team Satan, I just want to mention the Frankie, the player. He is one of the most dangerous player from the Team Satan, because he is the scout. He does the scout part for his team. He's going to spot some player, give information, and the aiming is very, very high. He's just going to aim on your head, knock you down, and he definitely go for the finish instantly. That's why I love this player. And right now, Kira Peaceflow, they're very close to the team for Archangels. Jane spotted a player of the he spotted Abrar. He's having a car 98 with the 8x. Can we see a head popping here or not? I'm just literally excited.
Yeah, I mean, he did see the head, and the shot was taken, but that's where the disadvantage for the bolt actions come in. The moment you miss the shot, that means that's going to be the moment you have to run. As for Archangels is charge in towards Kira Jane, they are trying to go for the hunt, but they need to be careful as well. His teammates are not going to be there for the support. They are a little bit far away, and Jane is going to be hunted down by Archangels. Mr. Wise, they get the knock, they are going to get the finish, and might just go and pick up that bolt action for themselves as well. So this is why bolt actions were taken out of the meta even in Miramar, and people switched over to using those DMRs or just plain using assault rifles, be it the M4, be it the M16 with the 6x scope, and just trying to land those shots with the assault rifles and the DMRs on the longer ranges. Because with the bolt action, even though the damage is quite high, even though you can get a knock with a single bullet to the head if the opponent does not have a helmet, even though all those things are possible with the weapon, it is the possibility of things like this happening. You missing a shot, like imagine if this match, even if the four Archangels did not decide to go for the charge in, as soon as Jane missed the shots, the crosshair of his opponent would immediately be at the angle that Jane peeked from. And now they know where his location is. As soon as he peeks the next time, he's going to be taken out. So it's that huge amount of risk. You have to be really, really accurate and make sure that if you are pressing your trigger, if you are pressing that shoot button, you are landing that shot and you are dishing out that damage with a bolt action. Otherwise, the weapon is completely rendered useless.
Yeah, that's when we just witnessed that thing. Jane just got eliminated. And I feel a little bad for Kira Peaceflow. Every time they just decided that they're going to loot individually, they're going to get some good loot, but every time another team just spotted them, knocked out some players and eliminate them as well. So Kira Peaceflow just have to be a little passive so that they can get some placement point and move up, climb up in the leaderboard. But this is the first game. They have still have 3 games left, and we can see the Wolves, Team Wolves, just conquered the area of Rozhok. All the players are split and just looting some individual compounds, and this is a nice strategy, because if there's no team in front of you, you can loot freely. And okay, they also got some vehicles so that they can do some early rotations as well. And the good news is they are inside the zone, and this is a good thing for them.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good thing. Rivals this time went for the farm split drop that we usually get to see from the squad of Fnatic if we were to make comparisons to our own scene of Indian PUBG Mobile. And the drop locations, me and Fixes in the past have talked about the advantages and the disadvantages of this drop location and which circles this is going to be good for. This circle that we have right now in the early stages is definitely one of the advantageous ones, where in Rivals X you do see them have quite a good time amongst themselves. They are going to be able to do whatever they want in the early stages, can go for the gatekeeping, but did decide against that and have decided to go move a little bit inside the circle further in and get a safe compound for themselves, where I think they will hold out until the third circle if it doesn't move too far away from them, or they are just going to wait for that curveball that we usually get to see in the South Asia region on the maps of Erangel especially. But as I say that, the blue zone is closing in. Let's talk about the teams that are far away from the circle. RisingNepal, HARAME, A1 Esports and Venom Legends. Venom Legends being the furthest away from the circle right now on the area of Nova Repnoi.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe A1 Esports are going to have a fight with Team Harame or RisingNepal because they are very close to each other. If you're talking about fight, 7C Esports, they're very close to the Team Soulz of Bangladesh because they are also coming inside the zone. They are already inside the zone. They just choose their preferable position so that they can take some fights, or maybe they're just going to spot some players and delay some fights as well. But right now, I'm a little bit happy for the Team SOLTISQUAD because there's no team in front of them. No team is there very close to the, so they can be there at pre-mosque area. They can hold at the pre-mosque area so for a long time unless the zone is going to take a hard shift. But what happens if the zone is going to be shift towards the pre-mosque side? Maybe SOLTISQUAD is going to be very happy and they are going to get the chicken dinner. But A1 Esports, as I mentioned, A1 Esports, they are going to have a fight with Team Harame, and yet the same thing happened, and Nang spotted some player with Shaikot, knocked a player of Harame, which is Ghatak, and the same thing happened to the Team A1 Esports. Now Nang popped a grenade. He's going to throw towards them, and yeah, he tossed a grenade. It is going to be very deciding, but no player just got damaged, and Sinister also got knocked out by Harame Private, and Steel Shot knocked out Private as well in retaliation fire. So only two players surviving for both the teams. What is going to happen? Which team is going to eliminate another team?
Well, we are going to find that out as Nang is going to cook the nade in his hands and he's going to try and throw it. Oh, goes quite close. The damage is going to be there. Fear has been knocked out. That means A1 Esports, just one player left standing. That's going to be Steel Shot. Everyone else is going to be finished off as the players of Harame are charging in one after the other. Steel Shot in a 1 versus 3 now. Ghatak has been revived as well. IR2 from one side, Ghatak from the other side. They catch him off guard behind the broken wall, finish him off, and they just wipe out the squad of A1 Esports without losing a single player. A1 Esports, they were over aggressive. The way the Slammin came in with the car, that wasn't supposed to happen. You should have waited out. You should have taken the long distance fight, or just simply avoided this entirely and moved into the zone.
Yeah, that's true, and I really appreciate the Nang grenade. He is so precise that a single grenade just knocked out 2 players, and that's why Harame just rushed towards the player of A1 Esports and eliminated him as well. And right now, DRS Mafia Ninja just got knocked out and eliminated instantly. This player, the Mafia Ninja who just got eliminated, is one of the most aggressive player. He's having highest kill. We can talk about the player, but right now he just got eliminated. So DRS Gaming are down to only 3 members, so the 3 members now have to think that what they are going to do. And Snipe OP, he just got caught off guarded by the team of 4 Archangels, and they burst the car of Snipe OP as well. So right now he's got stuck between 2 teams. If high voltage, they are going to spot him, but right now he's taking cover of the grass, and 4 Archangels, the player, are also on the ground. They are trying to spot some players, get some kills as well, and they spotted a team as well. A team is very close to them, which is 7C Esports. So we can see a fight between these 2 teams, and I really want to see a fight between these 2 teams because they are one of the most experienced team and they have the gun power. And I'm hoping that which team is going to eliminate which team.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is waiting to find that out, like who is going to eliminate who is going to take fights where. The circle moves towards the Everest area right now, right on top of Gatka and the Georgia Pole Mountain still being in there. 7C Snipe OP, we do see him prone out in the open in a really weird situation. Most of the teams have clustered around the center of the circle, which is going to be quite tricky because that Gatka is the open area. It's just farms for as long as you can see and as long as the game would render actually. And from there on out, you have to use that utility perfectly. Just toss out the smokes, create some cover for yourself, or do what Snipe is doing. Use a ridge on one side as a cover, use the vehicle on the other, blow it up, and then just lie down in the middle so that you don't get spotted out from the distance and you don't get taken out. Right now, some damage being exchanged. The shots were being fired by Mr. Wise from 4 Archangels, but they were directed towards the players of RisingNepal.
Yeah, that's true, and I'm a little worried about the player Sniper P. In the situation, he just got stuck. It's very brutal for him. Maybe if he got spotted out, he's just going to get knocked and finished instantly because there's no support for the team members of 7C Esport. He's just got stuck and from of nowhere. Right now, 7C Esports, they're very close to the team of Archangels as well as RisingNepal. Both the teams are very close, and we can see a cluster at the hospital area, and REBORN spotted a player of SOLTISQUAD but unable to connect a single shot by Soulz of Bangladesh. Hassan just knocked a player of SOLTISQUAD. So all the teams are taking fight right now, and all the teams want to take fight, and SOLTISQUAD blah 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 pops some smoke so that he can give cover, he can give revive to the player who just got knocked out. And this is a very good strategy, we can see, because smokes are very important in this situation. And look at the zone shift. Oh my god, the zone is shifted towards the western side of Pochinki. All the teams who are in near the hospital area, they are thinking that they are inside the zone, but right now they are in a big trouble. And look at Satan, team Satan, they are at the near area of quarry, so they have to do a very long rotation to move inside the zone. And still blah 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 of SOLTISQUAD, he also got knocked out. Right now SOLTISQUAD just lost one player just got knocked out, and he also got confirmed by Soulz of Bangladesh. Reaper and Solti still want to take fight, yet they lost their two players, but still we can see the aggression coming from their side. And Storm OP also got knocked out by 7C. Okay, SOLTISQUAD, Sadhna spotted him out and knocked him. Can he finish him? Because they already lost two players. Right now, they really need some points.
Yeah, they are going to need some points, and Sada with that M16 is going to be able to take them out if they step out in the open. But it's going to be Gen Z who's going to be in trouble out in the open with his vehicle. That's going to be the Dacia. Is going to try and go for a flank, and the revive from Aruz, he is not going to be able to spot them out. Has the DMR as well, so the M16 on one player, the DMR on the other. They have the perfect loadout to fight in these sort of situations because the damage is going to be there, the rate of fire is going to be in their favor. But Kirapi is slow again, a bad start as Kurkure has been taken down. Jane has been finished off completely. Tokle takes a lot of damage as he was spotted out as well by the players of High Voltage, and they are going to secure the kill of Kurkure. Both the players in a really bad position. DRS also spots them out. Just one rock protecting the two players of Kirapi's flow. Sada from SOLTISQUAD is going to knock down another one from the side of 7Cs and finish him off as well. It was Storm OP who was taken down. And these open lands, that's why open circles are amazing, because they force players to be really creative in how they hide and how they want to plan to take these fights. Look at this, Tokle, he has healed up, him and Don Die. They just straight up decide to run away from any sort of combat that's going to come their way. But this is going to be a tricky one as the damage is going to be dished out. And there goes the knock. Dondai is going to be taken down. And his teammate Tokle is going to be picked up as well, as Kirapi's Flow get eliminated from the game on the 15th position.
Oh yeah, what a spray coming from the team members of DRS. Yet they lost one player, but still they can show the gun power. They are one of the best, and that's why they are leading in the leaderboard. They are in the first page of leaderboard. And 7C Aruz trying to spot some player. They're having a very nice place. They are just having on the edge of the. They're playing on the edge of the zone, but a team just came near to him. It is none other than Team Salty. He's trying to take fight, but unfortunately he also got knocked out and finished instantly. SOLTISQUAD finally got a kill. These two players are the final hope for the team, and Zone take a hard shift. It's now just favoring some teams, which is E2 SOPM, Team HARAME, Team PN Crew, as well as Venom Legends. Oh my god, they didn't come in the week. I haven't read a single name of the player from Venom Legends. They are playing a little bit passive?
Yeah, they are playing passive indeed, because even in the first circle they were playing towards the edge. Now this is the fourth. They are still on the edge. 4 Archangels. Clutch is going to be taken down on the other side. Abrar as well. So 4 Archangels looks like they are going to be in some trouble as the players of RisingNepal do catch them off guard. Abrar is going to be finished off. That's going to mean that Archangels are just left left with two lads. That's going to be Boom Twice and Mr. Wise. So a really tough situation for the team to be in, but this weapon can help you get out of any situation you're in. It's the Groza with the tactical stock, and the level 3 kit is going to be there, the vest, the helmet, and the backpack. So the airdrop is going to be on the edge. We do have one team that is RisingNepal right next to it. Might as well just go for the pickup and get yourself an advantage in the fights that you will be facing. But these fights are going to be out in the open, so using the M4 might just put you in a better position if you are able to control the weapon on longer distances. But Wolves, they have to be careful. They're focused on the other players of Soulz of BD. Hassan is on the flank, even though his health has been dropped down to 50%. Once he heals up, he's just going to look to wreak havoc on these players of Wolves, and with one nade can actually get a lot of knocks. On the other side, Wolves themselves, see, this is what I was talking about. Had they been careful, they would have been able to take down Hassan. They should have naded or either smoked in his direction to deny him any vision, any information, any clear line of sights towards them. High Voltage get into trouble as they are going to face off and are going to be stepping into the crosshairs of RisingNepal after they have taken down two players of 4 Archangels.
Yeah, that's true, and we can see that SOLTISQUAD, Zenzi is also got knocked out, and he finished as well, and SOLTISQUAD got eliminated on the 14th position. What a bad starting for the team SOLTISQUAD, but I hope they are going to manage a good position in the next match. And we can see E2SOPM having a very, very great position right now, and they can spot some players very easily. But while I'm talking, 4 Archangels also got eliminated on the 13th position. We are now left with only 12 teams, 43 people are alive, and we just hit the mark of 18 minutes. 5th zone is going to come in just few seconds, and we can see a huge cluster of team. They're fighting in every direction. They're just popping some smoke so that they can make some cover, and Ironic just got knocked out by Soulz of Bangladesh Hassan and finished instantly. Meanwhile, 7C Esports just got eliminated at the 12th position. We can see, well, most of the teams are right now got eliminated, and some of the teams are losing their players as well. And Team HARAME just leading the survival stat, got 6.4 people are alive. Saturn Zord spotted some players of Team Rivals X in the open area. He's using Mini 14 with 8x. If he's going to get some knocks, this is going to be very, very bad for the players of Rivals X.
Yeah, but the spray from the other side did come in, and Zord looks like he was in some trouble, but switches from the Mini 14 to the M4 with 3x, connects with the spray and blow ups their vehicle, just putting the players in a really bad position. Switches back to the Mini 14 and goes for the shots on the players. The two players just prone down behind that blown up Dacia, and they are just trying to survive so hard. The moment it was Noob who peeked out from behind the vehicle and went for the shots. He did connect a few. Oh, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. But Zord, he steps back and he is just going to deny them the opportunity to take him out. Now, moving forward in the game, we have reached the 19-minute mark. We still have 11 teams in here and 41 players still alive. So the team that gets eliminated right now, they better make sure that they have some kills. Otherwise, they are just getting 1 point for placement.
Yeah, that's true. And here talking about placement point, look at the position of Team Venom Legends. They are in a very better position because there's no team in front of them except PNCO. They're going to have a fight with PNCO unless they're going to rush towards them. But right now we can see the fight is going between Wolves Den versus Team Soulz of Bangladesh. And yup, Soulz of Bangladesh, Hassan got knocked out by 6-9, and Reaper also got knocked out by 82 SOPM player. Oh my god, what a spray from Dante's side. The E2 SOPM whole squad just got eliminated, and we can see a red zone coming towards the side of Soulz of Bangladesh, and they are in a very, very big trouble because Dante is the last man surviving. He is going to revive the players who just got knocked out right now, and this is going to be very, very difficult position. And IR2 just got the domination title because he just converted 3 kills for him, and Soulz of Bangladesh got eliminated on the 11th position.
Yeah, the early exit is just going to be bad for the team, but this is weird for these two lads. I mean, High Voltage, Chief Bed, he is... All right, they're just going to be right next to each other. Both of them... Yeah, two players in a really bad situation. Might as well just stick together to survive and avoid the players from E2SOPM. That is just hilarious what we are seeing right now from those two. While their teams are fighting up on the high ground, both the players are just there. Sonam, he was the man who knocked out Chief Med, and both of them are going to be finished and they will be taken out of this game.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe they're just chit-chatting. And what are you going? You
Definitely,
also got knocked out? Okay, me also got knocked out. Okay, we just have a chat. How your team doing?
Yeah. I mean, that was definitely close. I'm sorry, bro. I knocked you out. I did not notice the player behind me. And now Mifsol, he did step into the Molotov for a second, but now he has regained his bearings. Need to be really, really careful as the players from... Oh, the nade was right next to him. Is he going to take the damage or is he going to survive? That's going to be a big question. Just keeping my eye out on the kill feed for that one. He does survive because the nade should have blown up by now, but PNFSEC does spot out a couple of players from the side of Satan. Did try to go for the fight and the shots, but nothing's going to come in. RisingNepal get taken out. They were having a good finish, good performance in this matchup, but the finish is going to be quite early. Wolves Newt is going to be left standing to take on Mifsol, one of the big stars from the squad of E2 SOPM. The teams are trading damage. Newt going to go for the revive. In fact, both these two lads are going to go for the revive. They need to be really, really careful as to how they decide to fight. The moment one of them stops shooting at each other, the players from DRS are just going to jump in and take them out. Abstek needs to be careful. Need to keep an eye out on your flanks as well. He has one team right behind him, and then the players of Satan in front of him, and even they are split up. Totter is going to be taken down by a nade coming in from the players of Wolves. That means Mifsol is once again going to be alone in that sewers, and it is going to be a tough fight for him. He is not going to survive the onslaught of both the players charge in, and there it is. He's going to be taken out. He took down one. The knock did come in, but the finish is never going to happen. And now, see, DRS, as I said, DRS now charging, and they are going to grab this free 3 points that are in front of them off the squad of Wolves.
Yeah, they got them as well, and we can see Wolves just got eliminated at the 7th position, and Satan also got eliminated at the 6th position. Ramen Nang just got the Rampage title, confirmed 5 kills for him, and IR2 also got the Grenade title. Well, we can see that these team are playing very well, but Venom Legends, we can see the winner forecast is very high for them, and DRS AJ just knocked a player of Rivals X, who is Trigger. Noob is in just above him. If this nade works for him, AJ is going to get a kill, but Noob is going to survive here, and he is going to knock AJ. Okay, what he just did. Single spray, eliminated 2 player, and DRS Gaming got eliminated at the 5th position. What a spray from the side of Rivals X. Noob, I'm a fan of you, bro. And Harame Ghatak, he is playing a very sneaky play. He's just hiding in the bushes, trying to spot some player. He also wants to give revive to his teammates, but Nang is the last player who got knocked out. Ghatak is the only hope for the team Harame. They are in the top 4. PNCO F6 also got the domination title. He just confirmed 4 kills for himself. We just left with only 12 players, and we have PNCO, Venom Legends, Rivals X, as well as Harame, and Rivals X Noob is going to give revive to the 2 players who just got knocked out, and PNCO F6. He is trying to spot some players, and Sandesh is having a very nice area, and yep, Venom Legends Shovo got knocked out, and Evil Eye, Ditron, and Docs are the last men surviving for these teams, and maybe they are in a very difficult position because they need to revive his player who just got knocked out, and Ditron is popping some heals for himself.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely needs to pop those heals because survival is going to be important, but how many do you have? Because this is going to be a tough fight. PN Gaming, they are in a perfect position, just can move along the sewers and just try and survive and take the fights, but they have to make sure that they time it perfectly. Need to cover, definitely need to use those smokes to cover up at least one side, either in front of them or the back, doesn't matter, but they need to cover one side so that they do not get shot from both the directions when they go up to take the fight, because that's how you fight in the gutter. See, one of the smokes has been thrown up, but that's not going to be enough. Need to use a few more, at least 2 to 3 smokes lined up perfectly to make a wall, and then PN crew can just go up towards the edge on top of the ground level and then take the fight, come back, fall back down, turn around, and then take the fight on the other side. You have to do it one step at a time. Oh, Ghatak, he is still just thrown down behind the buggy. They do not know where he is. Rivals X, surprise, surprise, he is right behind you. He's waiting for it. No time to heal, buddy. He was so slow with that. Should have popped the first aid as soon as the damage came in, or halfway through, and then he could have easily wiped out these 3 players of Rivals. That was such a huge blunder from him. I think his teammates are definitely going to be exchanging words with him, but that's good for rivals. They have 5 kills and they get to move on into the top 3.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he just got a little bit confused at what I have to do. I have to spray or I have to pop some heals, but because of that, you just got eliminated through the. But a good thing, it didn't give his skill to the opponents, and this is a nice strat. But we just left with only 3 teams, and I just looking at this player, Rivals X Noob, because he just knocked out 2 players and a single spray of DRS Gaming. He's looking very strong. He just confirmed 3 kills. Now, what they are going to do? They are moving forward, but he just got shot. And he also got knocked out. Now Trigger is another player just got the last hope for the Rivals X team. He is marching towards the player of PNCO. He prone down. He's going to knock 2 players with a single spray and going to be in a favorable position for them, but we can see a good approach from the players of PNCO.
Yeah, it is a good approach. They go for the secure. Mr. Bora is going to be taken down as well. Trigger in the back lines is going to be the last man surviving for the squad of Rivals X. They have made it into the top 3, but I don't think they're going to go any further as the players from PNCO are taking this fight quite perfectly, I might say. Just have one more team to deal with, but that team is called Venom Legends, a team who has been super consistent in all their performances and in all their matches. They are prone down on the ground. They have survived for so long. They have collected all those placement points, but now they need to go for the kills. If they wipe out the entire squad of PNCO, that's going to be 6 kills confirmed in total for Venom Legends, and that's going to total a 26-point start for the day for this team, which is really good. But if they get eliminated right now, that's going to be a total of 16 points. It's still good, but could have gone for more with the placement that they have right now. Trigger, he's going to take some shots, fires his own, gets 1 knock, but can he go for more? Knocks down 1 from the side of Venom Legends, but he has given away his position, has the first stage, but that's not going to happen. PNCO end up taking that individual kill that was there in front of him, and now there's 8 people remaining in this match. 1 man has been knocked down from the side of Venom Legends. PNCO are just being super careful. The players are going to group up. I think a couple of more utility is going to allow them to take this fight. The smoke is there in front of them, but they do not want to move out. They do not want to give away this cover of this sewer that's there in front of them. Ayush, we do see him trying to peek from the corner, trying to spot out the players or the opponents in front of him, and another smoke being popped up. The movement needs to happen. It needs to happen now. That's what PNCO are trying to do. They're trying to make a way, a pathway for them to get out of here. Oh, leaving first stage. It looks like they will leave 1 lad behind just to go for the heal battles, and it's going to be Killer. It's going to be Demon Killer that they leave behind. He has 7 first stage, but are they going to be enough? That's going to be such a big question. It's a good strat. They have a backup plan. They are going to go for the 3v3 firefight right in front of them. It's going to be quite tricky, but Evil Eye being taken down is going to mean that PNCO, they will have an advantage in this one. Ayush takes some damage, but now the information is going to be given. Another knock comes in, and that's going to be the last player from Venom Legends also being finished off. A perfect fight, a perfect gameplay on display from the team of PNCO.
That's totally amazing. They got the chicken dinner in the very first game of the semi-final, and this is literally very amazing. But I want to appreciate the team Rivals X as well as Venom Legends because they played very well. They got the 2nd and the 3rd position, which is not that bad. And yup, the PNCO AppSec, he is playing very amazingly. From the starting, he's just showing some aggression, and yet it worked out. That's why they got the chicken.
Yeah, it was an amazing performance from Venom Legends, and Rivals X, I'm a little bit upset with that miss on either the first aid or the spray. Anything would have been fine. Spray would have given him 1 kill, and the heal would have just made sure that he would have survived enough to take out all the 3 players from Rivals X. But anyway, still getting the 3rd place finish, still getting the 4th place finish. It is going to be quite important. It wasn't Rivals X. Rivals X did finish 3rd. It was another player who was supposed to backstab there. But let's have a look at the MVP from the game. Yes, let's have a look at the MVP from this game and see which individual player was actually quite important. And it was going to be AppSec from the squad of PNCO.
Yup, that's true. He got 7 kills and 870 damage. Survival time is 27 minutes 26 seconds. And they covered almost 7.90 kilometers. This is a very standard amount of, we can say, distance covered in the Erangel map.
Yeah, quite standard. I mean, average is somewhere around 8 kilometers in general. But yeah, 7.89 hitting right on the average mark. 7 kills is not average for one player. Damage being done 870. Survival time as well. This match got stretched out to the very last moments, and PN Crew, an amazing start to the day. We'll have to see, can they be consistent? That is one of the biggest questions that we face, and the only team that we have seen be consistent throughout the day is, well, 2 teams in fact, Venom Legends and PWP.
Yeah, that's true. They are literally consistent. That's why we can see Venom Legends got the 2nd position. But I just want to tell you about why PN Crew got the 2nd winner, because one player is on a very high aggression and they have the backup plan that you just suggested. One player is going for heal battle and the other 3 players got for to get some kills.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was the fact that their backs were cleared, and they could have been taken out quite early on if the players from Rivals X had some utility on them. We did not get to see that from their side. Venom Legends, even they had given away information when they tried to take out the last remaining player, Mr. Boro, from the squad of Rivals X, because gunshots, with those gunshots, the sound cues were given away. Let's have a look at the top 5 players as well and see the 4 other players that are going to be joining our MVP from this game.
It's HARAME Nang with 5 kills and almost 800 damage, and IR2 from HARAME as well. And we can see a player of high voltage as well as we can see a players of Rival X. We can see the average damage from these players on the 4th, 5th and 6th position is 300. But look at the damage of Nang as well as Absek. They crossed the mark of 750 damage.
Yeah, they did cross that mark. I'm more impressed with Rivals X Noob. I mean, 277 damage, did manage to get 3 kills for himself. An amazing performance. Nang from HARAME. HARAME could have had a high standing in this game, but we'll have to see how many points did they get for the kills. I mean, we do see 8 right there with the 2 players being there, Nang and IR2. But what about the other lads? How did they perform? That's going to also impact the points that they got from this match, because at the end of the day, once again, it's all about the points. How many points can you pick up in every single game? And this time, PN Crew, they had a really good start to the day, but need to keep this going, need to keep moving forward. I really liked what Venom Legends were doing. They were super passive in the early game. They just got the kills that were being handed out to them. That was just 2 kills, and even with those 2 kills, they are going to finish up with 16 points. If they can keep the average that way, if they can get somewhere around 14 to 16 points in every single game, that's going to be so good. Let's have a look at the match summary right now and see the amount of utility usage that was there in this game. 261, yeah, that makes sense. Open area circles, it was pretty important, but the 9 grenade kills, that is what is most surprising.
Yeah, that's really surprising, because we can see at the 7th and the 6th circle, the grenades are exchanging in a very high rate. All the teams are trying to knock some players as well as want to kill some players of other teams, and it worked out. That's why we can see 9 grenade kill and only 1 airdrop looted, but the total headshot is 14. This is quite a decent amount of number, we can say.
Yeah, it is a decent amount, and but that sort of also comes down to the fact as to where the circle was and which sort of terrain it favors. Had it been on the mountains, we would have seen more firefights and less of the utility usage, less of the grenade kills. Had it been towards the city areas, then the numbers of the utility would be down, grenade kills would be down as well. But open areas, smokes become really important for the teams. Molotovs as well, just to cut down rotation. Molotovs would have been really important in those closed area compact areas as well, like Pochinki City or the Rozhok City or Yasnaya. But let's have a look at the standings now for this game and see how many points did the other teams actually get and how many points in total did PN Crew pick up. It is going to be 30 as they have 10 kills, but the squad of HARAME. It is quite impressive. They have 12 kills and 20 points in total, even though they were eliminated on the 4th position. And it was the player from HARAME that I was talking about, the one who had the opportunity to backstab Rivals X.
The player is Ghatak. He just missed that precious movement. But if you talk about Rivals X, got the 3rd position with 16 points, the same points as having Venom Legends, and they just got only 2 kills. And this is a little bit surprising. We can see that because they were one of the most aggressive team here. Yep, they are showing consistent performance, but I just hope, because you are one of the favorite teams of the fan, I just hope that you are going to have a very good kill department. But look at Team Satan, they have 0 kills and they just always they're already relying on only a placement point. But I'm little worried about A1 Esports as well as Kira Peaceflow. They just got only a single point.
Well, A1 Esports are still going to be quite comfortable, since on the leaderboard A1 Esports have a comfortable standing, but Kira Peaceflow, that is a team that definitely you need to be worried about, because Kira Peaceflow, they were also really in a bad standing as far as the leaderboard are concerned, and even in this game they have a bad standing, and that sort of relates to the fact that you do not have that many games left. You need to perform in every single game. I remember when me and Fixes were talking about this after the last game yesterday. These teams need to make sure that they are performing really well in every single game that they played. They do not have the opportunity to mess up. A1 Esports, they might have the luxury to do it just because of how they played in the early stages of the semi-finals, but Kira Peaceflow, definitely not. Even 7Cs, even Soulz of BD. And I guess it's now time to have a look at the performances of individual players throughout the semi-finals and have a look at the kill leaders and see how many kills these lads are getting for themselves.
Yeah, that's true. And we can see at the first position we have PMCO Absec with 32 kills in high voltage Aussie. Also on 22 kills on 2nd position. Steel short of A1 Esports on 3rd position. ASL Abrupt Slayers Joker on the 4th position, and RisingNepal Kuni on 5th position with 19 kills. And 2nd and 3rd position, they both have same amount of kills, but there are difference between on the damage.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be quite intense, and the damage from AFSEC, it makes sense, but Joker, that is what impresses me. 4,999. But these are just the top 5 kill leaders. We still have 5 more lads to look at. And it is going to be Dalion from PWP, Rafat from Phantom. We have Mifsol from E2S OPM. He is playing today, so the number is definitely going to go up. Shykot is also going to improve his stats, and Trigger as well from Rivals X. So these lads in the last 3 placements of the kill leaders are playing their matches. That means they still have 3 matches to go to improve their individual stats and also to improve the points they have earned for the team, because all those individual kills actually translate to the kill points that the team is going to have on the leaderboard. And talking about the leaderboard, let's have a look at it and see how things look like for every single team, all the 24 teams that we have.
Yeah, that's true. And High Voltage just conquered that first position, having 167 points, and A1 Esports just climbing up on the 2nd position with 148 points, just equal to PWP Esports. Both the teams having same amount of placement point. Now, right now, PMCO just climbed up, just played only 9 matches, and they are on the 4th position with almost 139, almost 140 points, we can say. And this is a decent amount. This is a very good amount of play we can see from the team PMCO. And Rivals X also climbing up on the 8th position with 106 points. And we can look at the 2nd page of the chart. Team HARAME also climbing up on the 9th position, 103 points. And DRS Gaming just hit the mark of the triple digit, which is 100 points.
Yeah, 100 points being reached, but the bad thing for them is going to be that they are out of the top 10 right now. So Phantom Esports not playing today. You need to beat them though. You need to get in front of them, and qualification points still expecting it to be around 140. I said 130 yesterday, but I think 140 and 150, because the teams are performing pretty aggressively. And moving forward, I think we should have a look at the danger zone as well. That's going to be the 3rd chart, and there it is, 7Cs to SOLTISQUAD. The difference over here itself is pretty high. SOLTISQUAD, they are so far behind. I mean, look at this, 45, then they have 67. From Soulz of BD to 7C Esports, you can straight up jump make that jump with just one good game. But SOLTISQUAD, they are going to need a lot of good games if they want to survive. 7C Esport, even though they have that one chicken dinner, they have been so inconsistent that they're sitting on the third chart. They need a few good games. They need to go full Phantom Legends in the next three, Phantom Esports in the next 3 matches that they have for today. Otherwise, it is going to be a troublesome situation for the squad of 7Cs.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm literally hoping in the next match they're going to perform well, because 7C Esports is one of my favorite team, and really want that they are going to perform very well.
Well, I mean, the fans are going to be hoping for the same, and the next match is going to be Sanhok, so let's see how the team does over there. But before that, we're going to head to a short break, and you guys keep watching. We'll be right back.
good, but to me, you're clearly the best. Don't touch me. That was close. Don't worry, I've got your back. Ready to rock. Go on, do your thing. Clearly, you are the best. Oppo Reno 4.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, welcome back to the PMCO 2020 Fall Split South Asia Region Semi Finals, sponsored by the Oppo Reno 4. My name is Ron Super Johnny John, being joined by Fixes, and the match on Sanhok is live. And I just realized I called Phoenix Fixes. I miss Fixes, but Phoenix is joining me for casting. And the trajectory of the plane is in front of us. It starts from Mong Nai and goes all the way towards Bantai.
Oh, that's literally a we can see it's a generic plane path, and I'm literally hoping that Rivals X are going to land at Painan, and they're going to have a fight between rivals, RisingNepal, or maybe the team Satan, because I really want that these teams are going to have a clash of between them, because their drop location are quite same. But right now, if you're going to have a fight with Rivals X, be a little safe, because they have a good momentum and they have to keep this momentum for the further matches. And now all the teams are going to their favorite location, but we can see the zone. Oh my god, it is shift on the northwestern side, and PMCO Esports as well as Wolfsden are going to be very happy because they are inside the zone. The zone is favoring them.
Yeah, the zone is favoring them, but none of the other teams are going to be happy about the circle, as it is split between the three islands. That's going to be the main island, the Ruins Island, and the Camp Alpha Island. Quite a weird situation for everyone, but talking about weird situations, SOLTISQUAD and the squad of RisingNepal just taking on this boot camp area. RisingNepal dropping on the triple warehouses, SOLTISQUAD on the main compound. So this is one of those early engagements that is going to be possible in this matchup. Cooney just hiding behind the blockades, and the triple stack is going to look towards the boot camp areas. They are just going to try find some decent loot, and they will look for some information. All right, he has a good weapon to take the fight, but once again, with the bolt action, do not miss the first shot. I think that should be written on the weapons.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? I'm talking about RisingNepal just land on the boot camp and SOLTISQUAD land on the three warehouse. But the opposite happened, and we can see Boom twice just knocked a player of 7Cs Esports. Reaper OP, what you're doing? You just got knocked out. And Snipe OP just taking a fight between the four Archangels, and they are looking very strong. They spotted some players, and finally Reaper OP just got revived. They just need to fall back, and Snipe OP giving a good cover to his teammates so that they can just take a little bit of quite a good fight between them. But four Archangels are not going to give you any chance. They just spotted you down. They're just targeting the player. They just open the scope onto you. If you do a little bit movement, you're going to be in a big trouble. But Snipe OP just want to take that risk, and still he's having a QBU with a 4x scope.
Yeah, but the players aren't going to be spotted out, so he is just going to get away from the situation. I mean, they went for the early revive, and the long distance combat is going to be weird, especially with the ditch separating these two teams. Also on the edge of the circle, so they have to prioritize that. But Hungry Box is going to catch one of the players. That is going to be Abrar from 4 Archangels off guard, and Hungry Box has been spotted out by Boom twice, as well as Abrar did give away the information as to where he got shot from. 7C Esports, they need to be really careful with what information they give away to their opponents, and what picks they take for themselves. Alright, the finish on Abrar is going to be instant. I thought they were going to go for the revive, the players from 4 Archangels, but they were more focused on picking off their opponents, and their opponents did punish them for it.
Yeah, absolutely true. And now you're down to only 3 members. This is not that good, because Mr. Wise is still trying to spot some players of 7C Esports. If he's going to spot you, he is not going to let you go, because he's having a very good weapon. And right now they're fall backing, but Mr. Wise is caught off guarded by Snipe OP, and the flank work out for the team 7Cs. They are now going to march towards him. They want to confirm that kill, because they need some points. They want to climb up in the leaderboard, and I really want to climb them up. And now Folk Archangels in a big trouble. 2 men they just lost 2 men in an early stage. They are just running for their lives, and no one just really go very far away. But right now SOLTISQUAD is just Vcash just got knocked out by PMCO and finished instantly. And SOLTISQUAD, you are in a big trouble. You are already on the bottom of the table. What you guys are doing, you have to perform well. But look at Venom Legends. They are still chilling in the edge of the circle. particular edge of the map, and they are very close to zone, so there's no team in front of them to take fight. But Kira Peaceflow, maybe they are going to destroy their party if they take a rightward rotation towards the Paradise Resort. But High Voltage are very close to the team of E2SOPM. If we talk about these two teams, they are very, very, very good in taking fights. And every time, if we watch the game of the map, these two teams will fighting against each other to take that Paradise Resort. But right now, both the teams are very far away. Are they going to take fight for that bridge or not? What are you thinking?
Well, I don't think they're going to fight it out for the bridge. I think they are just going to stay on these sides. No one's going to decide to cross over. Crossing over this early on is going to be a really, really big gamble, and you do not want to take that, because if the circle just smacks you across your face and moves in the... So imagine, okay, let's lay out a hypothetical scenario. High Voltage crossover. E2S OPM, they do have a little skirmish, but High Voltage managed to cross over without losing a player, but then the circle moves back to the Paradise Resort Island, the main island that is, and then they have to fight it out. High Voltage is going to be in such a big disadvantage, and they will be punished for that. Yeah. The first airdrop is going to come in to help with the punish. It has the M249, the 8X, and the level 3 kit. Soulz of BD Hydra. Oh yes, he did hear the footsteps coming in from the players of Kira Peaceflow, and is going to throw the nade and fall back. Quite a smart decision, because his teammates, look at the minimap, they are far away from him, and he was just scouting out the rotation for his team, which he has done quite perfectly. The information is going to be given away to his teammates, but they need to make sure that they're watching those angles where the players from Kira Peaceflow are.
Yeah, that's true. And right now they don't have both teams are not taking any fight until they are going to spot some player. But if you are talking about rotation, look at the rotation of Team Satan at the minimap. They are doing a very, very long rotation from the bottom of Bantai, and they are now moving towards the Camp Alpha maybe. But Assassin as well as the shift mate of High Voltage got knocked out by PNCO FSEC. He is not stopping. I'm literally telling you, he just turned on that beast mode, and he is hungry for some kills. And yeah, we can see he just knocked out 2 players, and now he's going to confirm that 2 kills as well.
Definitely the confirmation is going to be there, as High Voltage are going to be in trouble. And I just laid out a hypothetical scenario. These guys actually did go for the crossing, and well, see, they got punished. It's a gamble, because first of all, you do not know if you even make it to the other side, and if the circle moves back, then the other 2 players are going to be punished. That is going to be Aussie and Havoc, and the team that they are facing, PNCO, it's the team with the most number of points in the least number of games played right now, and sitting in a really comfortable position in the top 8. With this matchup, they are definitely going to start taking a lead for themselves. Have 2 kills already confirmed. Are going to look for more, but Kira Kurkure is going to take down Dante from Soulz of BD on the other side. Aussie, he is going to be in so much trouble if he steps out from behind the cover, but we know who the man is. It is Aussie. It's the lad who has given us so many clutch moments. Even if he is left last for his team, he is definitely going to take the fight and get the kills.
Yeah, that's true. And if you're talking about kills right now, Dante is in a big trouble because he just got knocked out. But right now, he's taking cover of a rock. Kira Peaceflow, Dondai, and Susan just coming slowly and steadily, doing a right flank. And Reaper is very close to Dante. Why he's not going for a revive? Okay, now I got it, because they are exchanging some shots. And Avsec knocked out Aussie. What this player is doing, he's just on a very high aggression, and High Voltage just got eliminated on the 16th position. And now Kira Peaceflow knocked out Dante, and they also knocked down Hassan. They confirmed the kill of Dante and Kira Peaceflow. They are also going for that aggression, and they want to kill that last man surviving of the team Soulz of Bangladesh, which is Hydra. Hydra is in a big trouble because the Dondai is coming for you. He's taking cover. He's barely surviving on 30% HP, but got knocked out by Hydra. Hydra is taking a very good fight, but oh my god.
What? Yeah, the backstab did not account for the backstab. Need to keep yourself in check, need to keep your position in check, and apparently Donda was just a bait. He went YOLO because he knew his teammates were going to be able to do that, and that's the thing. That's what you need to keep in mind. You need to keep in mind your position, your opponent, and his teammates as well, and your teammates as well. There's so many things in a team fight that you need to look at that it can sometimes become overwhelming. And the circle just moves slightly up north, still on 3 islands. We will find out where this thing is exactly going to take the the players, but right now most of the teams have decided mutually to cluster up on the Cap Alpha Island. There's going to be so much chaos. I just want the circle to move either south or east. That's going to be so much fun. Let's see where this one goes, and there it is going to be in just a matter of seconds, and it's still on the 3 islands. Well, the mind games are going to be played. Talking about the games being played, one game you can play with your opponents with the weapon in the second airdrop is going to be you die, go back to the lobby while I stay and continue this match.
Yeah, that's true. And now, right now, he's just looking at the A1 Esports steal shot, trying to spot some players of PMCO AppSec. But you know what, bro? You're spotting a wrong player. He is on a different level. He just spotted some player, knocked out instantly, finished you instantly. He's not going to give you a single chance. And you know what? If I was in a position of steal shot, I'm not going to do that because AppSec is a very dangerous man, and even esports they did want some kills as well, because we know that they showed some consistent gameplay as well. And now HARAME just doing some late rotation towards the boot camp side, and they are a little bit close to the SOLTISQUAD, but Wolves just knocked out a player of PMCO who is Ayush. And right now PMCO just have to do something, because one player just got knocked out, and if he just got finished, they are going to down to 3 members. But the situation is going to tell which player is going to survive and which player is going to get killed. And we are still seeing some cinematic shots of bootcamp, and I'm really enjoying it, because the IR2 is just running here and there, like he is still trying to loot some things.
Well, might be looking for some upgrades, but does not know that the area has been taken care of by the teams that landed there. There was SOLTISQUAD, but Cooney from RisingNepal is going to spot out the Tron from Venom Legends, and the tap shots from the M4. The knock is going to come in, a perfect headshot being connected. RisingNepal, they can take the fight, but Venom Legends, they know how to step back. They are still playing the edge of the circle, but this time on the northeastern side. A really good position, and they are going to wait this one out. They're going to wait out the blue zone, and then they will move in. Satan, Frankie is going to be so happy. Remember the game that I told you about, wherein you tell your opponents to wait for you in the lobby after you kill them? Well, MK14 does help you do that. With the tactical shots stock for the rifles and the level 3 kit, it has the armor, has the helmet, has the backpack as well. And quite important, all those things. So we will see how they are going to use it in the matchup. Oh, the Tron takes more shots, but that's going to mean that YOLO is going to take the next few shots that come in his direction. Shuvo is being focused by Renza, and these M4 tap shots being taken by RisingNepal, they're just putting the pressure on the players of Venom Legends, just forcing them to move back a little bit and just abandon their territory inside the zone, inside the circle right now. Venom Legends, if they do that, then RisingNepal will have won this fight, and in turn just breaking down Venom Legends. They need to pick up the pace. They need to pick this fight just to prove a point.
Yeah, that's true. They have to need to pick up the fight, but they are they're inside the zone. But if the zone is going to shift towards the western side, they have to take a fight with the team of RisingNepal or maybe Kira Peace Pro. But right now, look at the team. DRS Gaming. Every single player just holding a single cup out. This is really a nice strategy, because if a team come towards you, they can spot one player, but didn't expect that the second player is on a different compound, and didn't expect that the third player is in a different compound. So this is a nice strategy coming from DRS Gaming side. And right now we are just going to have a look that where is the zone is going to shift towards, and we can hear some sound, and Kira Peace Flow Kurkure just got knocked down, and Venom Legends is looking very good, and Shavo just confirmed the kill of Don't Die, as well as Kira Kurkure also got eliminated. Kira Peace Flow now down to only 2 members. Evil Eye also need a revive, because he also got knocked out by the retaliation fire, and Susan and Jane are the last ones surviving for the Kira Peace Flow. And look at the zone. Oh my god, it just shifted towards the Camp Alpha side, and teams who are in a big trouble is SOLTISQUAD as well as Team HARAME plus RisingNepal. And Venom Legends they really want the 2 kills, because the 2 kills are in a free way, because they are outside the zone. They also have to move inside the zone. And Crazy just got knocked out by Private 7, and he's going to finish. Yep, he just get taken down by Private 7 as well, and they got 1 kill. HARAME looking very good, but you know what? You just have to move inside the zone because you are outside the zone and you are taking fight. If two players just got knocked down and the blue zoner is going to come, then you are in a big trouble.
Yeah, they are definitely going to be in big trouble because what they are doing right now, it is risky business. They are still holding the triple warehouses on the southern side of bootcamp, on the northern side of bootcamp, I'm sorry. And the players from RisingNepal, they need to be careful because they are moving close to the edge. If they get spotted out, the information is going to be given away. Plus, the players' rotation is going to be stopped as well, as both the teams will be now moving in the same direction. So Kuni, if he is using the free look mode in the game and looking towards the bootcamp area, in a few seconds he's going to be able to spot out the players of HARAME. The circle took a drastic shift with the last one and has moved to a split between the Ruins Island and the Camp Alpha Island. There's going to be a lot of fights taking place on the Ruins Island as 7C, the squad of 7C, they have taken control of the Ruins Bridge. 4 Archangels right behind them. SOLTISQUAD moving in that area, and HARAME and RisingNepal will be fighting it out at any given time. But Kira Peaceflow, they've spotted out the players from Venom Legends and do take down Ritron.
Yeah, that's true. And Jane still trying to connect some shots to the player of Venom Legends. Evil Eye, yeah, he's just dead. But he's just surviving on 48% HP. And right now, RisingNepal player are very close to the player of HARAME. They are going to have a good fight. IR2 just thrown down, taking a cover of tree. Kuni is also there. They are going to have a good fight, and no nades are exchanging, but not a single player just got knocked out. But Yellow X of Venom Legends got knocked out. Meanwhile, they are outside the zone, and the player of Kira Peaceflow, they want to take some fight, and Jane just confirmed the kill of Yellow X. Venom Legends is looking in a bit trouble, but I am just saying that they're going to take the waterways and move inside the zone, and Kuni still want to take fight, having Vector spotted some player as well, exchanging some shots, but no. Ghatak spotted some, he knocked out a player, and he's just looking very strong, and Nang also got knocked out. RisingNepal Sonam is in a big trouble because he needs revive, and Renze just moving inside the zone, he don't want to take fight, but HARAME Ghatak, the kill got confirmed, and HARAME is down to 3 members, so this is a bad situation for you because this is Sanhok map and you need some manpower. And Jane, he still want to take fight. He spotted Evil Eye trying to connect some shot. He did it, but Evil Eye just got knocked out. Oh my god, what a gameplay coming from Kira Peaceflow Jane side. They already have 5 kills. They are still battling with the blue zone. They still want to take fight, and he have only 3 mid kit. Can he make to the zone? I am literally worried about him because the game he's showing is amazing.
Well, the gameplay is amazing, but moving to the zone is definitely going to be a challenge. Venom Legends are looking after that as well, but RisingNepal and HARAME, this is going to be a tough situation wherein whoever moves and gets the land first is going to be able to take out the other players. Like, look at this, Kuni, as soon as he stands, takes down IR2, but Private is going to be on his feet at any given moment. Kuni is going to wait for it. Private, you're going to get sandwiched. Renzi is right behind you. Kuni spots him down. Kuni has taken a lot of damage. Private, you need to move forward. You need to take this fight. Kuni on his feet and goes for the finish. That's going to be the entire squad being taken out. But as soon as that happened, even Kuni is going to be dropped down. And RisingNepal just follow up the team that they eliminated, as Jane is just racking up kills from the backlines. A really smart decision. He still has 2 first aids to go. The boosters are running. They are helping him out. The zone is not too far away from him. His teammate is going to have some trouble, as Susan, she's right behind him, and it's going to be a tough run for her. But Jane is going to be able to make it into the safe area that is between the blue zone and the play zone, but even this one has started to move away from them. So a tough situation for Kira Peaceflow, and it is going to be a really upsetting finish for them if they get eliminated right now. But Wolf69 in a bad situation as PN Crew charging towards them. 6ix9ine taking a fight. He's going to go down. PN Crew right outside the door. Newt is going to be spotted out. They run in. They finish him off and showcase their dominance. Wolves then being taken out on the 12th position in this match. Who is going to be next in the onslaught, which his name is PN Crew. They are not stopping at all. They just want to demolish every single single team they come across. I mean, look at this. 2 players left. They have 8 kills already.
Oh, that's we can see the aggression coming from their side, and yep, it is working for you, but it doesn't matter. You just lost 2 players, but you have 8 points in your hand, and DRS Mafia Ninja coming into action, knocked out Evil Eye, and Venom Legends in a big trouble, but Steel Shot just knocked out Alan with a nade, and Venom Legends, meanwhile, they just got eliminated on the 11th position, blah, 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 of SOLTISQUAD also get knocked out. Satan, Alan, the kill got confirmed. Even Steel Shot got the title of a Grenadier, and they got only single kill by that grenade, and we can see this is a nice thing. And right now Satan wants to fight back. Fear can spot some players of Rival X, but they're having a high altitude advantage. If they're going to spot you down, they are not going to give you a second chance so that you can get revived and take a fight with us. But we're talking about Satan is not giving a single sound to the team, the opponent team, which is A1 Esport. But Kira Peaceflow again coming into action, knocked out Mafia Ninja, killed him instantly. What this team is doing, they are on the verge of elimination, but still they are fighting till their last breath.
Even Susan is surviving. Just 400 meters to go towards the zone. Oh, Jane, the nade from SOLTISQUAD is going to take them down. And Susan is just going to try and use the last first aid to survive in this situation and just make sure that they get that extra point for being eliminated on the 9th position and not the 10th. They have already secured 9 kills. Oh, they make it. They make it into the top 8. Oh no, they are the 9th one to go down, but they had 9 kills. So a lot of points already being secured, but this is going to be an insane fight as Satan collision with E2S OPM and A1 Esports right next to them. So they hear the gunshots, they hear the fight happening, and they are just going to wait for the teams to get taken out so that they can go in and just pick up whatever kills are going to be remaining in this matchup. E2S OPM, they did take down a player from Satan. Zod was knocked down, but that's going to be a tricky situation because now the 4 players are going to have to charge in and finish off the rest of them from the back lines. Though A1 Esports, they charge in. Zod's kill is going to be confirmed, and one after the other, the players of Satan are going to be in such a bad position. Hunter with a nade in his hand is going to spot all the players in front of the house. He spots out Sinister, but the nade is still being cooked. He needs to be careful. Frankie is going to get charged upon. Drops down 2 from E2S OPM. Frankie, the man, he steps up big, but he's going to be under so much pressure. How long can you survive the squad of Satan? Frankie gets taken down. A1 Esports, Kabila gets the Grenadier, but E2S OPM get taken out first because Satan, Psycho, he was just waiting patiently, hiding. He takes down Steel Shot. Sinister charging in, takes a lot of damage, gets taken out as well. The MK14 stepping up. Satan just takes down everyone. A 1v4, an amazing performance from an amazing player and with the amazing weapon as well.
Psycho, what you just did, a 1v4 situation using MK14. I am a big fan of this team. I know that they are going to prove, and yep, they proved it well, and they got 7 kills in just in just 10 seconds, and we can see that Satan coming into action as well, and Rival X. The 4 men are surviving for the team as well as 7C Esports 4 men are for them as well, and yep, they spotted a player of Rivals X and knocked out, and Rivals X in a big trouble because one player just got knocked out, eliminated, another player also got knocked out, and 7C Reaper OP not going to give you a second chance, trying to connect some shots, spraying down towards the player of Rival X. Can he get confirmed that kill? Yup, he did it, and now Trigger is the last man surviving for the team of Rival X. Snipe OP is literally why his name is having a OP. Now I got it. We just left with only 4 teams. 11 players are alive. 2 players of team Satan, 1 player of team Rivals X, and 1 player of 4 Archangels. I think so that this match is going to win by team 7Cs.
Yeah, definitely. They have all the 4 players man advantage in their favor. 4 Archangels, Boom Twice is not going to be able to do anything. He is in the water right now under the player of 7Cs. A really tough situation to be in. Rivals Trigger in the blue zone, slowly and steadily bleeding out. Satan, they have 2 players left. But after what Psycho and Frankie just pulled off, I don't know what to say. I mean, he can take down these players as well at the same time. Also, that weapon, the MK, is going to give them the advantage. And Psycho's usage of that choke point, my God, the players should have split up and tried to take him out from different direction, or at least use the ability to pull him out. Boom twice, his kill is going to be confirmed by the players of 7C as they just spot him out in the water and just finish him off quite easily. 3 teams remaining. All right, 2 teams remaining. Rival 6, they take an exit as Trigger is just going to be taken out by the blue zone. 2 teams remaining. It is a 4 versus 2 situation. Satan versus 7C. Both the teams have had a mediocre performance so far, but this game can change everything. 7C with the numbers advantage and the position advantage, as well as Hungry Box is inside the circle. Satan are outside right now with just 2 players. So this fight is going to be super tricky for them. Also, the circle is in the open, so 7C have an even bigger advantage now.
Oh, that's true. And every fan of the team Satan is really hoping that, again, Psycho or Frankie is going to do the 2v4 situation. And Frankie just throwing some random grenades so that they can get some early knocks. But yeah, a single player got, not a single player got knocked out, but Frankie again coming into action. 1 player down of 7C Esport. Another player just got down of 7C Esport. This is the 1v2 situation. One kill just got confirmed, and Frankie is the last man surviving for the team. Satan, he's still trying to fight. He's still surviving, and I'm really hoping that this fight is going to be in favor of Team Satan. But 7C Esports having a mad advantage, and Frankie is the last man surviving for his team. Can he get this chicken dinner? But this is very difficult for him because the players of 7C Esports get revived, and they are down. They are having a 3 versus 1 situation. Now, okay, this is a 4v1 situation. We can see that the players of 7C Esports marching towards the last player of Satan Esports. He is trying to fight till his last breath. He did it, but he got the 2nd position for his team, which is a very nice performance. Hats off to Team Satan as well as the player Psycho.
Yeah, I mean, it was an amazing performance from the squad of Satan. 7C as well. Instead of an open ground, had there been a house or a hut, they would have tried to go for a 1v4 again, and 2 1v4s from the same set of players would have been incredible. But 2 players from the same team, I mean, would have been incredible. Psycho was the first one being taken down. That means the MK was out from the action early on, and Frankie, all they wanted to do, all the players from 7C wanted to do was to bait out information as to where he was. The moment the jump came in and Frankie fired the shots, his location was given away. After that, what happened with the revives and the 4 players charging in with the numbers advantage? So, a sort of safe play from the side of 7Cs, and they do get rewarded for it. But it was the early stage positioning that sort of made sure that they were in the final circles. Them just staying close to the ruins area and then just holding on to the bridge. They never crossed the bridge to the Camp Alpha Island. They just stayed on it and just held on to the position. And that was so crucial.
Yeah, that's true. And this is a nice strategy because they are just playing with their 100%, using their 100% mind. And you know what? I'm really happy that 7C Esports got that 2nd dinner. I'm really hoping that they are going to get this. And yup, they just get it. And the game just showed by the player Psycho is very amazing. He just used MK14 very perfectly, eliminated a whole team, and I'm a fan of him now.
Not just that, let's have a look at the MVP of this game as well. I think either it's going to be Psycho or a player of Kira Peace Flow, because even they... Oh, it is SOLTISQUAD Gen Z. What? 5 kills confirmed, 21 minute and 1 second of survival time, 556 damage. Distance covered is going to be 3.47 kilometers. The reason I said the player from Kira Peace Flow was because of what they were doing. They were running from the blue zone. They were always inside the blue zone, mind you, and they just picked off the kills here and there, and that's how they collected them. But SOLTISQUAD, they had an early exit, but if they have the kill points in their favor, I mean, this team is going to be in a good position, but not good enough, as we did see the leaderboard before this game. And SOLTISQUAD, they need to have more good games. They need to get those chicken dinners. Nothing else is going to solve the problem for them. Need to finish in the top 10, and to do that you need multiple chicken dinners at this point if you are the player from SOLTISQUAD, or if you are the squad of SOLTISQUADs. In fact, that's going to be hard to do. So we will see what this team has planned out for us, for their fans, and for their opponents as well. But for now, let's have a look at the top 5 players from this match and see which individual players, which 4 players are going to be joining the MVP. It is going to be Hungrybox with 5 kills, Psycho with 5 kills, Kira Peace Flow, Jane with 4 kills, but look at the damage, it's 1051 damage from her. And then we have Snipe OP from 7Cs with 3 kills but 723 damage.
Yeah, that's true. And if we talk about it, the 4th and the 5th position, both the players are having highest damage compared to all these three players are having 1st, 2nd and 3rd position. But I want to appreciate Jane as well, because every time they are doing the late rotation, and yep, this late rotation worked out for them because they are getting some kills, and they are the Grim Reaper for the team Venom Legends, because they are not going to let them go. Every time Venom Legends trying to rotate, Jane spotted him, trying to knock him and finish him instantly. This strategy worked for them, but I'm hoping that they are going to get a better placement point, because we just saw that they can show the power, the aggression coming from their side. They are just having a good kill points, they're having good kill points, but I'm really hoping that in the next match, Kira Peace Flow is going to get the 2nd round.
Well, even I hope for that to happen, because Kira Peace Flow, I mean, group stages, their performance was pretty impressive, but this time in the semi-finals is where they've fallen short a little bit. Let's have a look at the match summary as well and see how things were in this game with the utility, with the knocks being confirmed. And we know the knocks were being confirmed with what the players from Kira Peace Flow were doing. Total 58 knocks happened, 57 were confirmed, headshots 11, smokes and nades. I mean, me and Fixes, we are talking about the lowest number we have seen ever. We saw 66 in the morning in PMCO Pakistan. This is 61. This is even lower than this. But even with 61 smokes and nade, they had 3 grenade kills.
Yeah, that's impressive. But if we talk about 2 airdrop looted, and we just saw 1 airdrop looted, what he can do. And I'm just talking about the players.
They picked it up so long ago. The MK came in the 2nd airdrop right after the M249. We did see them pick that up on camera as well on the broadcast. And from there to the finish, I mean, it was an incredible run that Satan put up in this match. And I would like to see how many points did the team actually get for that. We will be moving on to watch the game-wise standings, which we will have with us in a short moment. And it's going to be quite interesting to watch that as well, as to how many points did the teams get, because the kills were sort of picked up. Most of the kills were picked up by the teams that got eliminated quite early. Let's just have a look at the standings and see how things went out for all the teams, in fact. And as I was saying, most of the kills were picked up by the teams that took an early exit. As you can see, Satan with the 7 kills on them in total. E2 7Cs Esports are sitting on 9. SOLTISQUAD, they took an early exit with 6 kills. Kira Peace Flow, look at that, 3 placement points, 9 kills. P-Ed Crew, 2 placement points, 8 kills for them. So once again, early exit, more kills. That means the kills on the top teams were just a little bit. 7C Esports took most of them from the teams that were trying to enter into the Camp Alpha Island.
Yeah, that's true. And if we talk about the kills of 4 Archangels, they got 0 kills. They're already relying on only placement point, and which is 8 placement point. And if we talk about this team, DRS Gaming on the 9th position with only 2 kills, total points 7. But Soulz of Bangladesh and High Voltage didn't perform that well. They got only single points. So this is the point. We just have to work on it, because Soulz of Bangladesh, again, that not up to the mark performance we are just hoping from them. And Team HARAME also got eliminated on the 14th position. I am just thinking that they are going to finish in the top 5 at least. But this map of Sanhok is really unpredictable, because you don't know that where the zone is going to shift towards the eastern side and western side. And yeah, because of the zone, the team of 7C Esport got the 2nd.
Well, definitely the zone was favoring them, and they took full advantage of the situation that was laid out to them. Otherwise, we do see the teams in the zone as well fluster up a little bit and just be overwhelmed by the pressure that is created when you hold a really strong position, because you know you have the position, you know you're supposed to go for the chicken dinner this time around, but it's the fact that you are thinking about all those things and not thinking about the teams that are going to come take your position from you, and that's how teams get eliminated. But now let us have a look at the leaderboard and see what this game actually means to the teams that did perform really well in this matchup. P-Ed Crew still climbing super fast right now. 10 matches played on the 3rd position, 149 points, and just a few steps away, just 8 points away from A1 Esports. Will be looking to take the second position by the end of the day, or the first. Even Abrupt Slayers also climb into the top 8 right now, or do I say they drop down into the top 8? But 7C Esports, look at this, from third chart straight to the 9th position. They need a few more games just like this one so that they can be sure that they're finishing in the top 10. Otherwise, the volatility in this standing is really, really high. Look at this. 9th, you have 107. 16th, you have 98 points.
Ooh, that's true. They are very close to each other. And if we talk about Team Sadin, or climbing up on the 15th position with 99 points, they're very close to hit that three-digit mark. And I'm hope that in the next match they are going to move forward to get the chicken dinner. But if we move at the danger zone, Kirapi Slow finally moving up on the 19th position, having 82 points. They can beat Angry Springs if they got the chicken in the next match. They're very close. The Angry Springs having 95 points and Kirapi Slow having 82 points. But if we talk about SOLTISQUAD, they are still in the bottom of the table.
Well, the way things are right now, if Kirapi Slow actually manage to get a chicken dinner for themselves, they will be looking somewhere. They will be looking at a position somewhere between, I have to say, between the top 15 or the top 13. Because the gap is still not big enough. Kirapi Slow sitting at around 82 points, and we did see 7C Esports 107. So the difference is not that big. The position is going to be achievable. But from there on out, to secure your spot for the finals, I think you need to go for that 140, 150 point mark if you want to say, like, yeah, we are going to be moving forward into the finals in the top 10 and our slot is going to be secured, because top 10 teams only get to move on. The rest will be taking an exit from here on out. But before we move on to the next match that is going to be played on the map of Vikendi, we're going to take a very short break. But before we head to a break, a huge shout out to our sponsors for this PMCO 2020 Fall Split South Asia Region Semi-Finals, which is the Oppo Reno 4, which has the VOOC 4.0 flash fast charging, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and the beautiful 6.4-inch AMOLED display, which is clearly the best of you. I'll see you guys, me and Phoenix, in fact, we'll be seeing you guys after a very short break, so just stay tuned and keep watching.
looks good, but to me, you're clearly the best. Don't touch me. That was close. Don't worry, I've got your back. Ready to rock. Go on, do your thing. Clearly, you are the best. Oppo Reno 4.
Hello everyone, once again welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2020 Fall Split South Asia Region Semi Finals, brought to you by the Oppo Reno 4. My name is Varun Super Johnny John. Seated beside me, ladies and gentlemen, it is Phoenix, not Fixes, and we are gonna head into the match of Vikendi, which is gonna be match number 3 for the day for teams from Group A and C. And so far, we have seen the old guard stand up and just outperform the new and the younger players.
That's true, and we can see that there were a good competition between the second table as well as the players, the teams who are on the third table. I'm really excited that now which team is going to get the chicken dinner.
Definitely excited for this matchup as the game is live and the trajectory of the plane is in front of us. It starts from Dobro Mesto and goes all the way towards the northern part of Cosmodrome. I really want to see a Cosmodrome circle. It's gonna hit it's gonna hit me pretty hard, the nostalgia, because the last time during the spring when it was me and Ocean casting the matches for these regions, did not matter which region it was. Every time it was Vikendi, there was somehow an 80% chance we were gonna get a Cosmodrome circle.
Okay, so but I'm thinking that the zone is going to be shift towards cement factory side, because I want to see that the teams are going to do some late rotations and they're going to have fight on the edge of the zone, and this is going to be very crucial for the teams who are on the who plays on the edge, just like Venom Legends as well as Kira Peace Flow. In the previous match, Kira Peace Flow played a very good match, but okay, so my prediction every time just like it's again wrong, and we can see a southern shift towards the zone is towards the southern side of the map, and it's favoring the location like Winery, Abbey Wall, Nova, Tovo as well as Villa. So Wolves as well as Team Kira Peace Flow, they are gonna do a very long rotation, as well as Rival X plus 7C Esport, because they are landed towards the northern edge of the map. But let's see what is going to happen, because we are not going to think. Yeah, I'm not going to predict that which team is going to win, because my prediction is very poor.
Well, not just about predictions, but that's one weird thing that I noticed right now. Rivals X, they've dropped everywhere, but not Cosmodrome. They've gone to the northern side of Cosmodrome. The southern side, 2 players have got really far away from the location, but not the actual compounds. And had they done that, it would have been uncontested. Evil Eye just passing by Sinister. Why are you switching over to the VSS? Just take the shots with the Tommy gun in your hands. That would have been even better. But Sinister, it was his own decision, did not want to waste the bullets in the weapon. Does spot out the players and the location of the players from Venom Legends as well. Might use it to his advantage. Talking about the circle, it is centered around the war. So the teams and the players will look to take those locations under their control and will just hold out. Because as we know, Vikendi, this map is really slow.
Yeah, that's true. And if you're talking about slow, my voice is literally slow. So if you're talking about why even Sinister use VSS, maybe he don't want to give his location to the opponents who are just passing by in front of him, because if he takes some shots with VSS, your location didn't get revealed, right? And right now he's just looting the compounds, some individual compounds, and the teammates are a little bit far away from each other. But maybe this is a nice strategy, because we cannot able to see some early fights in Vikendi just like Myanmar, but both the maps are very different from each other. And even Sinister just scored a level 3 helmet in a very early stage. This is going to help him while he's taking some close range fight, or maybe he just gets shot by M24 Car 98. But the time is going to tell what is going to happen. But I'm looking forward that Rival X maybe going to have a fight with high voltage if both the teams are going to clash towards each other, and they would think that they are going to hold Mount Christening for a little bit, a small amount of time. And PNQ, they're also close to Venom Legends, the team who always prefer the area or the zone prefer. They always play on the edge of the zone. So I think so that in this map they are going to change their strategy, or they're going to stick to the basic.
Yeah, I think they are going to stick to the same strategy as the last time and the same strategy that they have had. Also, one of the biggest teams, one of the biggest names in the world actually uses the same strategy, which is Bigatron RA. Bigatron RA, if you notice the gameplay, they up until the third circle, they stay on the outer sides. They like to stay away from the teams and just play towards the edges of the zone. And then, because usually from the third to the fourth circle is when you see a drastic shift that we like to call a curveball, a smack across the face of the players and us as well, as we try to break down the game. So they move along with that shift, and then they go for the control of the center of the circle, and that's when they try and rack up those kills for themselves. Early stages, they just try and read the other teams, and if someone steps in the way, we all know the fighting capabilities that teams bring with them. The same thing I can say for Venom Legends. Fighting capabilities, this team is really, really good. Rotations as well, they have been on point, but they have to be careful in the fact that they do not get into too many fights at the same time. That's what happened the last time.
Yep,
They were fighting the blue zone and the players of Kira Peace as well when they got picked off.
Yeah, that's true. And the Kira Esports is kind of a Grim Reaper for them, as I told the previous segment. But I'm talking about the team. I want to talk about the team PNQ. They are on the cement factory. They're holding that location. They are a little bit far away. We can see they are close to the zone because they are not going to move do a very long rotation for them. But I'm hope that which team they are going to have a fight, because no team is there in front of him except Team HARAME, and HARAME just conquered the area of castle. If any team is going to take a short they are going to take the bridge of castle, maybe they are just going to get picked off. But HARAME decided something else. They just still not going to take at the castle area, and they are moving. And there's no team in the villa. What they are thinking, that there is some team just holding there, or maybe this is a different type of strategy. Most of the team trying to be in the center of the zone.
Well, might be someone is expecting teams to take control of Villa, but taking control of the center, I think that's the strategy that everyone is going for right now. Because first few circles in Vikendi, the circle shift is not that drastic. I mean, it just keeps on moving around the center again and again and again, up until this shift from the fourth to the fifth circle, or sometimes it happens from the third to the fourth circle. So between those 2 points is when you see the most drastic shift in this map, and that is the one that causes the most trouble for the teams. Before that, teams during the early stages do just take control of the center and just play around the center, or as I said, Bigatron RA. What they do is they play around the edge. They move in from the edge and then towards the drastic shift, the curveball. They move with the curveball, and that's when they start to bring in the aggression. But this time around, we do have to see how these teams are going to play. DRS Gaming, we did see them towards Dobromesto and are leaving the city right now, but RisingNepal on our screens. Looks like they have spotted out the players right in front of them. That is going to be the squad of HARAME, but no point of engagement. Engaging into fights in this map, it is extremely weird, because you have this cluster of compounds, and then you have this open land, and then you have the cluster of compounds where your opponents are going to be. So either teams usually die in the early stages in the middle of the rotation if they're going to be caught off guard, or they just charge into a compound without checking, without making sure that it's empty, and then they are caught off guard. In the second scenario, they might just get the kills, or they are going to be eliminated. There are two possibilities. In the first one, they are definitely being taken out. But talking about teams being taken out, we will still have to see who is going to be the first one to fall down. Oh, High Voltage just taking the early fight against HARAME. The trade is going to come, and both the teams have knocked down one player from each side. High Voltage Assassin was the one who taken down. Chief Med with the nade can take down Nang, who has the high ground, but nade Nay7 is going to take a nade to the face. His health is going to be dropped down low. Ghatak is going to try and revive his teammate who was in a bad situation. But high voltage, they are being super careful. Chief Red with another nade. If this one connects, Nang is definitely going to be taken out. Oh, thrown perfectly. Bounces on the point, and there is the knock. Nang is going to charge in now. HARAME Private, he was trying to run towards his teammate, but the shots from Sada from SOLTISQUAD are just going to make sure he's not going to be standing. And this fight has turned into the favor of high voltage as SOLTISQUAD got involved from the long distance and dropped down the players of HARAME. But that spells trouble for this team as well.
Yup.
Because now they will have to just calm down and stay inside the cover.
Yeah, that's true, and I think so that SOLTISQUAD is going to do a third party and going to get some free kills, but Ozzy just moving forward to the knockdown player of her team HARAME, and slowly, instantly, both the two players are marching towards him, and Ozzy just pop a grenade. He toss a grenade towards the team of HARAME, and yep, he got a knock of IR2. Ghatak is the last man surviving. Can he stop this aggression coming from the side of high voltage? Ozzy trying to spot some player who's using Uzi. Ghatak somehow survived this, and he tried to escape taking a cover of the gas. He's just thrown down in the gas, and high voltage is get confused that where is the last man? We're trying to find him. He's not in the smoke, and where is he? Ghatak is going to be very Ghatak for the team of high voltage, and Ozzy just chilling and looting, and Ghatak having a bison with 53 bullets loaded. No one spotted him. Oh my god, what a technique of camouflage he's just using. But oh my god.
Wait, SOLTISQUAD's nade picks him off out of all things, and they were not even they were not aiming for him. I'm sure of that. Those lads from SOLTISQUAD did not know he was there. That was just a random nade meant for the players of high voltage, and it took down Ghatak from HARAME. I think he's going to be super upset about that. But SOLTISQUAD, blah, 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 in a weird situation along with his teammate. They are right next to these players in front of them. That is going to be the squad of high voltage. And high voltage are going to be riding the high of that last 4v4. Vcash from the flank has the SMG in his hands. They have to be careful, though, unless they are extremely up close and personal against these players. This weapon is definitely not going to give him the advantage. He has the Mini 14 as well, which he can utilize if there is a distance between him and his opponent.
Yeah, that's true. And if we can see some pixels of RisingNepal Road Zoo is also a little bit close, but the zone is going to take a shift, and yep, it takes a centralized shift. All the teams are inside the zone except Venom Legends. They are still rotating. They are taking a late rotation, but Team Satan, they are also close to the teams of Wolston. They maybe are going to have a fight, but right now we are witnessing a fight between the two teams, who is maybe Kira Peaceflow is going to have a fight between them, but Venom Legends taking a very late rotation. SOLTISQUAD has spotted some players of high voltage, and Vcash trying to knock some players. Blah 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 is very close. He just tossed a grenade, but it comes out, bounce back, and comes out towards him, and he just changed his location. High voltage, we can see some electrifying performance from them, and Chef Med, the player who just toss some perfect nade. He just get opening by tossing a grenade inside the compound, and I still hope that he's going to do the same. But Ozzy is very close to Vcash. Vcash is having an MPK5. Can he knock a player? But Ozzy just fall back, and he thinking that I'm not going to take a fight right now, because we didn't knock a player. We didn't knock a player of opponent team, and both the teams are still finding a single knock, so that both the team can show some aggression, going to push towards them. And I think so, maybe they're just going to, they have to use some utilities, and they just maybe utilities got finished, because we can see a lot of grenade got popped out.
Yeah, a lot of nades have been popped out. SOLTISQUAD have gone for a 2-2 split, where the two players are on the other side of the road and two players are up close and personal with these two players from high voltage, Nay7 and Assassin. Chief Med is going to be taken down by the player of A1 Esports. Kabila is going to be there. And as I said, certain maps are... on certain maps you have to be super careful, otherwise you will get third parties. Sanhok and Vikendi are those two's map. because it's the way they have been designed. As I said, that open area and that compound, and rinse and repeat that process. You get a map wherein you will have teams just holding on to those compounds for a really long time. That means if a fight is happening somewhere close by, you do hear the sounds. You are going to spot out players out in the open in a vulnerable position, and you do want to take them out. As we say that, SOLTISQUAD, they charge into the house where the players of high voltage are hiding, and this is going to be a risky situation. Sada with a nade is going to try and throw it on the first floor. Has one knock, just one last player left standing for the side of high voltage, and Nay7 is going to be dropped down as well. Alright, the other two players actually did manage to get away. Assassin and Nay7 are going to be finished off by the players of SOLTISQUAD, as they do end up picking up these kills that were being handed over to them. And that is going to mean that high voltage now just have one player remaining. That is going to be Ozzy, the man, the myth, the legend, who is famous for the clutches he pulls out.
Yeah, that's true. And somehow they managed to survive here. And we left with only 15 teams. 55 players are alive. We just helped mark the 14 minutes. And we are going to witness some fight when the third zone is going to arrive, because most of the teams are going to move inside the zone. Right now, all the teams are inside the zone, and I'm hoping that at which side the zone is going to shift, and I really want the zone is going to shift towards the Villa side, because there's no team to contest at that location, except maybe RisingNepal is going to move towards there. Okay, we can see one more centralized zone coming, and still all the teams are inside the zone again, except Venom Legends. They're still doing some late rotation, and it is favoring them again and again.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to work out for them. And even now, they are going to move from the southern side of Winery and then enter the circle from the south. That is going to be an easy rotation for them as well. The problem is going to rise for them from when the circle is going to make a drastic shift. How do they plan to counter that? We will find out in a very short while, as in just a matter of seconds, again, the blue zone is going to start moving, and it is going to cause trouble for the teams. But Kira Peaceflow, this time they get the Groza in their hands with the extended quick draw mag for the AR and the level 3 kit. That's going to be the vest, helmet, and the backpack.
Yeah, that's true. And Jane just picked the Groza. If this player is going to have Groza, maybe the other teammates are going to be in a big trouble, because we can see that the aggression come from this player is very, very high, and they're going to have an upper hand right now. And maybe the teammates are still discussing that which player is going to have Groza, which player is going to get some opening kills. And right now, Don Die of Kira Peaceflow got knocked out, so they are looking in a bad situation, because they just dropped the drop. They just looted the drop, and one player just got knocked out instantly. And Rival X, Mr. Burrow, trying to spot some players, but 4 Archangels coming from nowhere knocked a player. Rival X Nemesis got knocked out, so we can see some third party as well here. And I want to see that what these teams are going to do. And Rival X just spotted Kurkure. He is not going to spray some shots of G360. Why he didn't? Maybe he's going to take a cover. He's in a safe position right now, and Kurkure is not going to move from here.
Well, the reason he did not take the shots was not enough open space. He would have wasted ammo and wouldn't have got a knock unless the head connected on Kurkure. And Kurkure, he has the good amount of cover to just try and avoid the shots from that player that was Rivals do. But on the other side, this fight on Dino Park, it's going to be quite tricky for both these teams, because after the circle does move out from here, where do they go? How do they plan to rotate? Dino Park surrounded from those open stretches of land. They aren't too big open stretches, but they are still quite exposed, and they put you in such a vulnerable position. Even on the high ground, we did see the player of Rivals X taking damage from another team that wasn't even on the minimap or on our screens for a long time. Kira Peaceflow, me and Fixes were having this conversation earlier on in the day when we were talking about airdrops in the game. What makes an airdrop worth it? In what situation it's going to be worth going for it, and in what situation it's going to be a risk? This is what the risk was, what we were talking about. When you go for an airdrop, it attracts so much attention from the other players, you might just be baited out. What happened with the players of Kira Peaceflow? But they still managed to recover from that bad situation, and they still managed to survive. The blue zone is closing in slowly and steadily, and we will have the next circle in front of us. I want this one to take the westward shift. I want this one to just play with the team's minds and have the teams force them to rotate in quite fast and quite aggressively. A1 Esports, look at that, still holding out towards the castle area. And yes, the third circle, it moves towards the northwestern area, towards Dino Park Tower and Abbey. And now, even though a lot of teams are still inside the circle right now, most of the teams are on the edge, and those edge fights, those gatekeeping moments is what is important in this map of Vikendi. I mean, you can spot out the players, but it is, as I said earlier, it is while moving, it was while rotating when the players and teams are going to be most vulnerable. And we're going to have to see if the teams on the edge can actually live up to the occasion. Teams like SOLTISQUAD, teams like E2SOPM.
Yeah, that's true, and we still have 15 teams left, and this is the 4th zone, and the cluster of teams are going to be very high, and we can see it very clearly that teams are having a cluster towards the Dino Park. Most of the teams are very close to each other. It's like Rival X, Kira Peaceflow, 7Cs, and DRS Gaming. They are also close to them. If they are going to take a fight, then DRS Gaming, maybe they are going to get some easy free kills of Kira. And Yuppie and crew season just knocked a player of Venom Legend, who is Detron, and this is going to be very, very bad because they are doing a late rotation. They just got off guarded, as Johnny is saying, because if you're doing a late rotation, you get maybe spotted out. And yup, the same thing happened to the players of Venom Legends. YOLO X also got knocked out. P and crew looking very strong. They got some free kills, and now they're just moving forward to the players of Venom Legends because they know that where are the players, they are going to spot them. And Venom Legends are in a big trouble because the players of P and crew marching towards them, and they are going to take cover of the compounds of Abbey, and this is the right decision for them, and the teams are slowly and steadily moving towards them.
Yeah, the players are moving towards MP and crew. YOLO, he was knocked down, but he was revived. That's not going to matter as Zafsik is going to take down Shuvo. YOLO is waiting for Ayush, spots him out, takes the shot, but misses his mark. Gets 2 knocks, but he's going to be finished off in an instant. What is going on in this fight? Venom Legends, they get taken out in an instant, and I know what's going on now as I do read the kill feed. E2SOPM Hunter is what happened. He was waiting there as well, and his angle was so perfect. This is the angle that a sniper, an assassin would take to take out his victims, and that is what Hunter did. He hunted down the players, did not care if they were from PN crew, did not care if they were from Venom Legends. He knew what it had to do, did it perfectly, did take them down. But now, giving the information away, you better be ready for the onslaught of PN crew, because they are gonna come here in just a matter of seconds.
Yeah, that's true, and they need some... Okay, look at the parking. Which vehicle do you want to need? Which vehicle do you want to drive? And they just... they're going to take their separate vehicle, and Steel Shot is just taking some heals. Okay, we can see some third party as well. If A1 Esport decided to push into compounds of Abbey, and that movement, maybe teams like E2SOPM or PN crew be in a big trouble. But right now, the teams are going to take some late rotation because there's the 5th zone here, and Bullseye Ironic just got knocked out by RisingNepal players, and E2SOPM Totra also got knocked out. Hunter as well, and Hunter, the kill got confirmed, and A1 Esports Fear also coming into the kill feed. E2SOPM got eliminated at the 14th position. Blah blah blah. Salty knockdown player of E2SOPM and P and crew. They are looking very strong because they got 3 kills, and 3 players are alive for them, except 1 player just got knocked out.
Yeah, they are looking quite comfortable, and when PN crew, they have already done the job that they came for. They have secured a lot of points in the leaderboard and are looking quite good for the finals already. But A1 Esports, they do not want to have a bad game. They want to secure the first position for them. Fear is going to be taken down by the last player of PN crew. That is Season. Does not have any heals, no first aid, no bandages. He had the bandages, but now he got 3 first aids. Did not get an opportunity to use either of them. Steel Shot on the other side, he was healing himself up, sits now at a 75% health. He's the last man surviving for his team, and he's gonna have to run a few good meters inside the zone as the blue zone is closing in slowly and steadily towards the play zone, and we will have the 6th circle in front of us. SOLTISQUAD, they have been holding their ground quite perfectly and quite nicely. A1 Esports is going to be so much trouble because Steel Shot, it's going to be a challenge for him to be able to make it inside this play zone and try and enter the next one. But a collision coming in. Vcash is going to be taken down by the players of SOB, that is Soulz of BD.
Okay, so we can see it very clearly, but Rival X is coming into action. They just knocked the player of SOLTISQUAD Vcash, and we can see Satan Frankie just knocked out a player of RisingNepal. Can he convert that kill into can we convert that knock into kill? But Rivals X Nemesis just knocked out and get finished instantly. So this is not a good news for you. And Soulz of Bangladesh, they are moving inside the zone because the zone is shift. Again, take a shift towards the western side, and that's why the teams are going to be in a big trouble because look at the vehicle. It got almost 80% damage. If any team just spotted the players of Soulz of Bangladesh, they are going to get finished instantly. And yes, SOLTISQUAD spotted him. Oh my god, he just got knocked out, and Soulz of Bangladesh got eliminated in just microseconds. And at the 12th position, SOLTISQUAD are very happy because blah 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 of SOLTISQUAD got 4 kills in just a single spray.
Yeah, I mean, the players just charged in quite blindly, not even caring about the players of SOLTISQUAD. They thought they could wipe the squad out, but that is not going to happen. It's a squad of brothers. I mean, that's what the name means, and it is quite impressive how they perform and how they look out for each other, blah blah blah, taking out the opponents. And now the revive is going to happen on the rest of the players of SOLTISQUAD. They are holding a good position right now. We'll have to move towards Dino Park, and it looks like the Dino Park is where the game is going to go towards the end. It's going to be quite interesting with the amusement park and the maze that's there. We've seen a fight happen during the World League over there. This one is on the southern side where Hungry Box are on the southern edge. They do have one team that they will have to fight it out with. That is going to be the squad of 4 Archangels. Rivals X on the eastern edge will be gatekeeping the players of SOLTISQUAD.
Yeah, that's true. And meanwhile, Satan Psycho just got finished, as well as Zod and High Voltage Aussie got the title of domination because he just confirmed his 3 kills. And we can see Vcash trying to throw some grenades towards the players of Rival X. He just wants some knocks, and slowly and steadily the players of SOLTISQUAD are coming towards them, and Vcash just got knocked out by Rivals X. New and A1 Steel Shots knocked out a player of SOLTISQUAD. They are in a very bad situation. But meanwhile, A1 Esports got eliminated at the 11th position. Rival Snoop just got knocked out by Gen Z SOLTISQUAD trying to fight back, and Satan Frankie just got knocked out by Playzone. HB Dizzy, High Voltage Ozzy just got eliminated by the Playzone. Gen Z Salty again knocked the players of Rival X, who is Mr. Voro and Rival X, got eliminated at the 9th position. SOLTISQUAD managed to get 11 kills, and Satan just got eliminated at the 8th position. For Archangels, Mr. Wise trying to get some kills very easily, but he didn't able to connect some shots, and 4 Archangels are lying just on the edge of the zone. And DRS Nima knocked the player of Kira Peaceflow, and Susan just got knocked out. He want a revive because this is the high time. We just hit the marker of 26 minutes. 7 teams are alive, 22 players are there, and 7C Esports are very close to the player of 4 Archangels.
Yeah, right on the edge is where this fight is taking place. For Archangel, they have the smokes laid out for them, but the players from 7Cs are exposed. The advantage for 7C lies in the fact is that they are closer to the circle, so they just have to fall back. They literally have to disengage from the fight, and they will be okay if they actually decide to fight. That's going to be a troublesome situation. No, Aruz goes for the spray on the boom twice. Does connect the shots and forces him to step back into the cover, and the other players from the side of 7C, they took the high ground, and from there they are taking the fight. So 7C have gotten into the position to provide a good amount of cover to their teammate Aruz, but SOLTISQUAD coming from the other side. Sniper P popping the smoke. 7C, they can be in trouble, they can be backstabbed, they can be sandwiched from both the directions. And 27-minute mark being reached right now. 7 teams still alive in this match, 22 players still alive in this match. That's how slow this game of Vikendi always goes.
Yeah, that's true. And we can talk about DRS Gaming not get a single kill, and SOLTISQUAD is leading the kill feed. They are having 11 kills. Pira Peaceflow, they are also having 4 kills. But right now, Wolf 6-9 is in a big trouble because he is outside the zone. He's going to take a fight with the Kira Peaceflow players because he can spot them easily. They are just running in front of him. He's just going to do a heal battle, and 4 Archangels Archangels, Nohan just got knocked out right now. They are not looking in a good position. 7C Esports Snipe OP eliminated the team of 4 Archangels. 7C Hungry Box got the domination title. And right now we just left with only 6 team. Kira Peaceflow looking very strong, as well as DRS Gaming plus 7C Esport, and SOLTISQUAD is also there. We are going to have a very great fight, and somehow Wolves in 6-9 managed to get in the top 6.
Yeah, they are in the top 6. Wolf 6-9. Oh, he's going to be spotted out from the player of Kira Peaceflow and is going to be taken down. That was an unfortunate situation, but he still made the best of it. That was the best result he could get for his team. Was heal battling for a long time. Got lucky as well. The players of Kira Peaceflow did not spot him out. But once again, this fight does come in the favor of 7C, as we are down to 4 teams remaining. 12 players alive. Kira Chain is going to be taken down. Their fight is happening against the players of DRS. It was a 4v4 situation, but now it's going to be a 2 versus 4 situation, as the teams and the players are just going to try and survive. Kira is going to be under so much pressure. The players from DRS are just surrounding them from every single direction, and they can be backstabbed as well, as SOLTISQUAD is closing in from the rear. And it is the player from SOLTISQUAD who took down Kurkure. The kill is going to be confirmed as well. Susan is going to be the last person left standing, but even DRS is in a bad spot, as Galzin is going to be taken down. AJ goes on a domination, as his 3 kills are going to be confirmed. And look at the position of 7Cs in this final fight. They have the high ground. They have the numbers advantage in their favor. They just need to make sure that they get the chicken dinner in this one, and they will be looking to having a good standing in the leaderboard and being inside of the top 8 after this game. But Mafia Ninja, he has different plans. This is going to be a weird fight for 7Cs as the shots come in inside the smoke. The players are focused on the players of SOLTISQUAD. They do secure the kill, and Kira Peaceflow, just one last lad remaining. Storm OP goes on a domination. 3 kills confirmed for the side of 7C. AJ is going to be taken down by Sniper OP, and now DRS are in so much trouble. 3 players still left standing. The position has been given away to their opponents. It's just a smoke. 7C, they have a smoke in front of them and in the rear, so they have covered all the angles and now charging towards the players of DRS. This is going to be an all-out brawl. There's 1 lad left standing from DRS, and they wipe them out from this game. 7C, 2 players have been knocked down. It's going to be 2 versus 1 versus 1. If they get a revive, it's going to be a 4v1v1. SOLTISQUAD is going to be finished. Aru's charging in behind the rock, has the M249. The poetry of 100 bullets. Just has 16 bullets in the weapon. Goes for the Molotov. Is going to be able to flush out his opponent if that lands perfectly, but it does not. It overshoots. And now he charges in with the SMG. Goes for the finish. SOLTISQUAD gets eliminated. Kira Peaceflow, they just got lucky, finishing on the 2nd position right now, as Susan just went and prone down on the ground. But that is going to be the best result they can get. It is going to be a 1 versus 4 situation. The last player from 7C is going to get the revive, and there it is. All 4 players once again standing tall in a 1 versus 4, and Sniper OP might as well just emote before you finish the last lad.
Yeah, that's true. They are just enjoying this victory again because they are going to get the chicken dinner. Oh my god, he just fight for his last breath. And yep, one more time, 7C Esports got the chicken dinner. Amazing play coming from their side, as well as Kira Peaceflow get on the 2nd position, and SOLTISQUAD, they are finished at the 3rd position with 11 kills, which is a very high amount.
Yeah, so SOLTISQUAD had an amazing performance. That final fight that 7C took, that was so incredible against DRS Gaming. And I always talk about using smokes to isolate information and isolate your fights. That's what they did. They had 1 smoke in the back so that they don't get backstabbed by the player of SOLTISQUAD. They had a couple of smokes in the front. I think it was 2 or 3 smokes in the front to keep themselves safe from the players or the crossfire coming in from the players of Kira Peaceflow, and that just left them with 1 option. That was fight out the players of DRS Gaming, and they just went for it. Let's have a look at the MVP from this match and see which one individual player had an outstanding performance in this match. It is going to be Hungry Box from Team 7C. 5 kills, 686 damage, 29 minutes 30-second survival time. Distance covered is going to be 10.67 kilometers. Hungry Box has been an amazing player. I mean, so 7C, the org is from from Nepal, and Hungry Box is a player from Bangladesh, playing with a set of players from a different country, and just making sure that the communication is that precise. That is really impressive from this lineup.
Yeah, that's true. And if we talk about, he just covered 10 kilometers. It is really a high amount, and he deserved the MVP title. And 7C Esports again got a second dinner. I'm really happy. And I really want to see at which position they are in the overall leaderboard.
I mean, even I want to see that. Because in the overall leaderboard, 7Cs did make a pretty massive jump with the first chicken dinner that they had. This one, I think it is definitely going to push them forward into the top 8 and in a good enough standing so that they will be looking to secure their position for the finals. I mean, it is still going to be pretty shaky, but they've finally started to perform. Let's have a look at the top 5 players from this match as well and see which 4 players are going to be joining our MVP.
It says PMCO Season having 4 kills with 540 damage, blah 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 of Salty also got 4 kills, as well as 7C Esports, 1 player from them, and again 3 players from 7C Esports. If we calculate the total number of kills, how many kills they have? Maybe I think so they have 13 kills. If they are going to have 13 kills, then if we calculate the placement point plus kills, they are going to get 33 points, which is going to give them a massive boost. And if we talk about 7C Esports, the player got almost 630 damage, and yeah, he got a decent amount of kills if we talk about the damage, but PMCO Season also managed to get 4 kills, which is a nice thing.
Yeah, it was a nice performance from all these 5 players, and it showcased the team performance. We did not see that low kill, high damage number. We did not see that high kill, low damage number. Everyone just was putting in the effort, and they made sure that the damage that they dished out was counting for something, either getting a knock or just securing the finish of the teammate's knock. So quite an impressive performance. Let's have a look at the match summary as well and see if what I said was in fact correct. Utility usage, I do expect it to be a little low, always on Vikendi 143. Yep, a bit. I mean, close to the average on this match, but total number of kills, see, that's where it matters. 56 kills being secured out of the 65 knocks, just making sure nothing went to waste, no one was getting revived. Headshots 16, 4 grenade kills in this match, and airdrops looted were 4, out of which we did see 1 in action.
Yeah, that's true. And one player just now the players are more going to loot the drop, because now they understand that the drop guns are very important to give you a upper hand while taking a close range fight. But if you find a gun like then you are going to be conquer the long range as well. And I just must say that they got 4 grenade kills, which is a great amount of kills, but they got 16. The total headshot is really a good amount. We can see that the players are now aiming on the head of the opponents and popping some heads. 16 heads has popped out, which is a decent amount.
Yeah, it is a decent amount indeed, and quite an interesting set of fights we did get to see in this matchup. But how does that translate to the standings of this game? Well, we'll find out right now, because the standings are going to be in front of us, and the points that the players of 7C got, they are 33 points. SOLTISQUAD taking the exit on the 3rd position, but with 11 kills, just translate to 21 points for them. KWP's Flow, they had a decent number of kills as well, so 19 points, but the major number of kills were taken by the first 2 teams, 24 in total, just combined of 7C Esports and SOLTISQUAD. RisingNepal, just 1 kill being confirmed, but they just got lucky because teams below them did not secure the extra kills that they could have gotten. But moving on in the lower half of the standings, because that's what I find most interesting. HARAME, Venom Legends taking an early exit. Soulz OF BD consistently on the lower side.
Yeah, that's true, and I'm little worried about them. And Team Satan didn't got a single kill. That's also a little thing that they have to focus on. A1 Esports just still got some total 5 points. And if we talk about A1 Esports, every single time they're just on consistent performance, getting 7 points, 8 points, 5 points. So this is a good thing, because right now all the teams are just playing very aggressively.
Yeah.
So A1 Esports couldn't find a way to get into the top, but somehow 7C Esports managed to get the 2 straight second dinner in a row, and I really appreciate them.
Yeah, it is quite impressive the performance 7 Series have sort of brought out today compared to the performance that they started with during the semifinals. I mean, this 7C is what we were expecting from the very start. But on the leaderboard, where do they stand? That is, I think, the biggest question both of us have right now, and the fans also have right now. Where's 7C gonna be? They climbed into the top 9 before with the last chicken dinner, and with this one as well, securing 33 points. That's going to be a massive, massive boost for the team. And also, who is going to get pushed out of the top 10? Even that is going to be a big question.
I think so that Team Satan is going to be a little bit got a downfall and just move towards the second page. But I really want to see that if P and Crew are in same position, they are performing very well. They are getting some consistent gameplay, and at which position they are and at which position, who is conquered the first, second and third position. Maybe we are going to get see some changes, because the gameplay coming from these teams are very a little bit aggressive and a little bit passive sometimes.
Well, let's just have a look at the leaderboard and see what the situation looks like over there and how things are. High voltage 175, so not many changes in the first half, but 7C, they move into the top 5. They are not far away from just conquering the entire thing. And 140 points, if they keep managing these sort of performances, I think they are just going to blow past everyone. And they will have an outstanding momentum heading into the finals. Also, interesting things. Teams from Group A will be playing their very last game of the semi-finals.
Yeah, that's true. When teams like Archangels and KRP's Flow, they are going to play the last match, which is going to be Erangel and DRS Gaming climbing up, as well as getting 120 points for Archangels also climbing. And Team Satan, they are on the 14th position, but right now SOLTISQUAD and Bullzen somehow managed to climb up as well. They are on the 20th as well as on 21st position with having 79 points respectively. So we can see a little bit aggression coming from SOLTISQUAD side, but this is I must say this is a quite late again, because you have to be in the top 10 and you are in the bottom of the table.
Well, yeah, they are in a bad position, but let us head to a short break, after which we are going to see the match of Erangel, which is going to be the last game for today and the last game of the semifinals for the teams from Group A. We have 3 teams right now with 15 matches played who are just on the verge of being eliminated. Will they have a chicken in the last match and secure a spot in the finals? Well, we'll just find out. You guys just stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be right back.
He looks good, but to me, you're clearly the best. Don't touch me. That was close. Don't worry, I've got your back. Ready to rock. Go on, do your thing. Clearly, you are the best. Oppo Reno 4.
Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2020 Fall Split South Asia Region Semi Finals. My name is Warren Super Johnny John. Joining me on the desk, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Phoenix, and the last game for the day. It is live right now, which is going to be played on Erangel. Let's have a look at the trajectory. It starts from the military base and goes all the way towards the western side of hospital area. And you know what's special about this game? This is going to be the last game for teams from Group A.
Yeah, that's true. And right now, Team Sweden again going to get their favorite drop, which is military base, as well as Kira Peace Flow. They are going to drop at their favorite place, which is Georgia Pool plus 7C Esports. So the playing path is favoring the teams who are in the second and the third page, but I'm still excited. Okay, Venom Legends, they are all again going towards the Nowhere Pinoy area, and Rival X, they are going to loot towards compounds of which is near to the military base.
Yeah, it is quite close to the drop to the compounds, but on the other side, we want to see where the cluster usually forms, because in the first rank the cluster was towards the eastern side, and it was the rotations that sort of impacted the team's performance. Most of the teams just got eliminated as they were coming in, and it was the teams who took control of Katka early on who had the advantage in the matchup. 7C Esports, our eyes are going to be on them as well, and we're going to be sort of wondering and just hoping, can we see a hat trick in these semi-finals? And if we do, 7C Esports, how aggressive are they going to be with that? As the circle takes a shift towards the center and the eastern area, it's going to be centered around the school area, and quite an interesting situation. I think this one is going to end somewhere towards Yasnaya Poliana.
Yeah, that's true. And if we talk about Venom Legends and Satan, these two teams again are outside the zone. They also have to do some early rotation so that they cannot get caught off guarded and finish very early. But 7C Esports, they are at their favorite location, going to loot there, and maybe they are going to do a northern rotation. So there's no team in front of them right now, I can see. And 4 Archangels again very close to the players of Kira Peace Flow. This is the time, Kira Peace Flow, you can take your revenge, because in the previous match, 4 Archangels just run towards you, finished down 2 players, and Kira Peace Flow didn't perform that well. And now this is the time. The same map, the same location, the same players. Right now you can do something which is going to be favoring you. And DRS Gaming just looting at their favorite location, which is Katka. But we can see a cluster at the Pochinki area, as well as the players are moving toward. Still, some players are landing at their favorite location, which is Wolfsden. Finally, at their favorite spot, we can say, which is Rozhok.
Yeah, it is quite an interesting situation, but on the other side, Rozhok, Wolves, they need to be careful, because Soulz of BD are right next to them. As we were talking about the Kira Peace Flow situation, they can take that fight, but we have seen that mess it up time and time again. So they are going to have to be careful as to how they decide to actually go for the engagement. It is quite tricky to engage in a situation in combat in that area, but so far in the circle, a lot of teams have taken their position. A1 Esports and HARAME moving towards Yasnaya together. HARAME are just going to stop towards the mansion area and are just going to take control of that location that is quite close to them, and are just going to let A1 Esports pass them by. On the other side, SOLTISQUAD have gone for their Primos drop. Satan this time have taken control of the military base, and Venom Legends heading towards Nova Repnoi.
Yeah, that's true. And again, Frankie doing some early rotation so that he can spot some players. If there's some players coming into their way, then they are going to finish them very easily and move ahead. But I'm a little bit worried about the team SOLTISQUAD because they're very far away from the zone and they have to do very early rotation. And finally, A1 Esports just at their favorite location, which is Yasnaya Poliana. Finally, Sinister reached here and he's just waiting for the teams. But if we talk about Kabila, is getting some shots. He's down to 30 HP. Maybe some team just spotted him trying to connect some shot, and yep, they are successful, but didn't get a knock. And and the players are again coming at their location. But if we talk about 7C Esports, they are looking very strong. They got chicken dinner in a row. They got 2 chicken dinner in a row, and I still want that they are going to get a hat trick of chicken dinner if they are going to get this. I'm worried that the teams who are in the first, second, or third position, their position is going to snatch by the team 7Cs. But maybe Erangel is kind of unpredictable match because most of the team plays this match first, then they move to other maps like Vikendi and Sanhok or Miramar. So we are going to see some changes as well, that which team is going to win. But didn't see a single player got knocked out, and the teams are playing a little bit passive because they are very far away from the team. But we can see Venom Legends doing an early rotation. They did this is a right thing for them because every time they just got off guarded and finished very early.
Yeah, but the finishes are going to be there. But I do expect a slow start to this game. I mean, it is going to be the late game aggression because that is what happens whenever we see the circle heading towards the Yasna Poliana or Rozhok or towards the northern part as well. But as the blue zone closes in, it's going to force the teams to move inside the circle and take their position and to stand guard to each other, to take those fights. Pochinki has been abandoned by A2SOPM. Even they are going for the rotation, but they are going to come in contact with the players of Soulz of BD and Rivals X. All of them out in the open, just moving in together in synchronicity. So that fight is going to happen at any moment. I'm just waiting to see who fires the first shot and who's going to get the first knock. A2SOPM just being a little bit faster than Soulz of BD and Rivals, and just move way further up ahead, landing towards the eastern side of Rozhok. Also, 4 Archangels gear up east floor, 7Cs, all of them together moving inside the circle. 7C Sniper OP still standing on Zarki, is not moving at all.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he's just going to do some late rotation so that his teammates going to get hold some compounds, which is going to be a little bit difficult because Kia Peace Flow as well as P and Crew are in front of you, and 4 Archangels also coming just behind you, and just they overpass the team 7Cs, and we can see a cluster on the location of a little bit southern side of Yasna towards the school area. And Venom Legends, this is a nice strategy because you are doing some early rotation. This is going to favor you, and we just hit the 7-minute mark, and oh, finally Soulz of Bangladesh Hydra just knocked a player off high voltage, but he is very far away. Maybe they are not going to confirm that kill. But look at Ozzy. He's also very far away from his teammates. If he just got spotted off guarded, he's going to get finished. And still, the players of Soulz of Bangladesh, they're trying to spot some players, and right now they are going to do early rotation. They just spotted some players near at the school apartments as well as school, so they are not going to do. Okay, we can see aggression coming from the players of Soulz of Bangladesh. They decided that this is going to be a do or die situation, and yep, high voltage chef mate just got knocked out by Dante, and Dante just killed him instantly.
Yeah, the instant finish is gonna be there. Chef Med was finished off. High voltage in some trouble. Nace7 throwing a pre-nade to stop any other form of aggression coming in from his opponent. Sanhok on the other side has the AKM in his hands, so can definitely take a close range fight with the hip fire and the damage and the DPS that the AKM does dish out. But Soulz of BD, they are just charging and using the man advantage on their side to just take out the players of high voltage one after the other. They're using noticing the fact that the players of High Voltage are split up and isolated from each other. But NA7 just smoking the entrance of the stairs. Such a smart decision. He needs to run and he needs to run away. Now they hear his footsteps. They move in the direction, trying to spot him out through the window. But they are not going to be able to do that as he just jumps down and runs away.
Oh yes, and yeah, he's just thinking, run bro, run, I have to escape from here because in the starting, they just lost one player. One player is barely surviving, taking a cover of some compounds. All the players are in a split formation and they just have, this is a nice decision coming from the players of High Voltage, and NA7 did a very nice thing. Still, Soulz of Bangladesh trying to knock out some players of High Voltage, throwing some grenades towards different compounds, different apartments of the area. And I think so. Soulz of Bangladesh, Hydra is can be get knocked out and finished instantly by Havoc if he's doing if he's going to be a little aggressive. And right now, I don't think so that they are going to play a little passive because they just lost one player. And Soulz of Bangladesh is looking very confident because the aggression coming from that from their side just nailed it because they got an early kill.
Yeah, they did get an early kill, but right now it is going to be quite an interesting situation as High Voltage did manage to get themselves in a position from where they will have a fighting opportunity. Oh, SOB Dante is going to be spotted out. NA7, he's just using the grenades to try and bait out the players, and he is also putting himself in trouble because if he takes the damage from the nade blast, he is going to be low when the players charge in. But 7C on the other side, they are engaged in their own fight against the players of PN Crew. So two teams, the only two teams to get any chicken dinners today are fighting amongst themselves. But Kirap is slow. They get the backstab on the players of 7C. They're going to take down a few. PN Crew step in as well. They want the kills. Ayush was knocked down earlier, but they do knock down Hungry Box in retaliation and will try and secure the kill for him, for themselves. Soulz of BD still not being too aggressive. You need to decide whether you're going to push or not. Otherwise, just move out of the compounds and try and find a way to somehow aggress. NA7 is just pixel walking on the outer edge of the roof, spots out all the players, but they do not know where he is. They do not know where he went. He goes for one, fires the shots. Now they know, runs inside the smoke. Really, I like the level of game sense this player is outputting. NA7. He put out the smoke first behind him so that if he can get a knock, he can either go for the finish, or if he does not get a knock, he is going to have an escape route. And just thinking that far ahead is going to be so important in NA7's ability to survive, and it is pretty important. And slowly and steadily, he's leading them to his teammates, but he needs to be careful as he does that.
Oh my god, Wonder Raiko gameplay coming from the NA7 side, and still Havoc is just waiting so that the player can run into open and he's going to knock him, and that NA7 is going to be a little aggressive and going to kill him. And NA7 just playing a very good play. And okay, Soulz of Bangladesh, maybe they just got irritated that why the players of High Voltage keep on running. Let's just take a fight. And okay, Soulz of Bangladesh, Hydra just knocked a player of High Voltage who is OZ. So at this moment, High Voltage is in a big trouble, and NA7 trying to spot some player. The nade is going to work out. Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah, that nade, that was brutal. It was hilarious for us, but it was brutal for the players. And Soulz of BD, Dante is going to get the grenade here, and they are going to wipe out the entire squad of High Voltage, as I say that. And the circle moves towards Yasnaya Poliana. This is going to take a southern shift, I think, where A1 Esports are, RisingNepal are going to be smack in the center of the circle. And it is going to be such an intense situation because that's an open farm area. You need a lot of smokes to be able to create the cover that you need to be able to fight in that. And otherwise, if you do not have the smokes, you are going to be taken out in an instant. You can't rotate, you can't move. All you will be able to do without any smokes is just going to be lay down on the ground and just wait and see the movie that's going to be playing in front of you, the horror show that's going to be playing in front of you, where the teams are just going to fight each other to the death. But right now, E2S OPM, they are also coming with the rotation from the western direction and will make their way inside the circle. Look at SOLTISQUAD, they're so far away, but that's going to mean they can enter quite easily from the eastern side.
Yeah, that's true, and we can see three groups of teams at the Yasnaya side, and for Archangels also wanted to enjoy the party, but look at the cluster. Team Satan is in a big trouble because they are having a fight with RisingNepal, and one player, okay, two players, they just lost two players very early. And again, Psycho and Frankie are the last two men surviving for their team. Can we see some more clutches coming from the Team Satan side? And we can see two drop at the same time. Oh my god. At the third airdrop, we have an AUG with a level 3 kit. And the second airdrop, we have an M249 with a level 3 kit.
Yeah, but Skyshot does not need anything. Gets a knock with a Mini 14. And it is going to be so important for the players if they can somehow manage to get the airdrop weapons for themselves. The AUG and the M249, the weapon of luxury, and the poetry of 100 bullets. But it is going to be really difficult as well, as the airdrops are outside the circle, and we know the teams and the players do prioritize being inside the circle, since you can take the early position and avoid the blue zone, can bait out the teams as well. So no one's going to get that, we know. On the other side, the fights that are going to happen in just a matter of seconds. I mean, we have reached the 14-minute mark in this game. 15 players alive. Just one team has been eliminated. That was High Voltage. But the fights during the mid to late game stages that we are about to hit as soon as the blue zone is going to touch this circle, and we will have the fourth one. They are going to be so many, because the circle, you see the ridge that the Soulz of BD players are on. On the other side is going to be that open land.
Yeah, that's true. And we still left with 15 teams are there, 55 players are alive, and Soulz of Bangladesh in a very good position because they already have 4 kills. Now they are hungry for some more kills, and they just spotted some players of E2SOPM, and all the players are, 3 players are in one compound and 1 player is just separated. A1 Esports, they are also having a very good compound, and they are in the apartment. Team Satan, they are very close to them, and Team RisingNepal, they are also, they can spot him because Shycourt is having a mini 14 with the 8x, and Hydra spotted a player of E2SOPM, which is Maxwell, and he is barely surviving on 20% HP. Right now, here we can see the 4th zone, and Hydra is in a big trouble, and somehow he managed to escape from there, and he just on 20% HP as well. Right now, Soulz of Bangladesh, they have to move inside the zone. But E2SOPM in a quite good situation right now because some players are already inside the zone. We just hit the 16-minute mark, and we can see the zone take a shift towards the eastern side and a little bit southern side of Yasnaya. The cluster of team is going to be very high.
Yeah, it is going to be really high indeed, and they are charging towards the direction of E2SOPM. SOB Dante with a nade. On the other side, 7C Storm with a nade is going to take down the players of Kira Pace Flow, but this fight between Soulz of BD and E2SOPM, this is going to be so important. E2S, they have the compound to protect themselves, but SOB, that is Soulz of BD, they will be able to rotate and move quite openly. Dante has a smoke right next to him, so they just have to worry about the team right in front of them. It's going to be a tricky situation, but whoever wins gets to move inside the circle. On the other side, Venom Legends are having some trouble. They are being gate-kept by the players from Wolves, and not being gate-kept in fact, but they are being run over as the players from Wolves are coming in from the rear. Apollo is going to be the last man surviving. 3 players have been taken down and are being finished off. Wolves just driving through this squad of Venom Legends. Newt coming in from the back lines, and I think in just a matter of seconds we are going to see the last man fall down as well for the side of Venom Legends. But no! HARAME steps in and Ghatak took down 1, but Soulz of BD, they are losing players as well, as Hydra was taken down and knocked out in fact, but not finished off. 3 players are still left standing. Totter did take some damage from his right hand side, falls into the cover at the right moment. His helmet was gone in fact, and just being really lucky, and just being really lucky with the timings of things.
Yeah, that's true. And DRS want to enjoy that party because they did a 3rd party, but somehow E2SOPM managed to get this kill. Okay, he just got spotted out by Dante. Water spray coming from Dante's side. Reaper also trying to give a cover fire to the players of Soulz of Bangladesh. Reaper and Hassan are the last men surviving. Hustle trying to convert the knocks into kills. He's just marching towards the players of E2SOPM, and Trotra is just having control on the first floor. And A1 Sinister, meanwhile, just got knocked out by the weak ash of Salty. Hassan spotted a player of Ellen, and he is surviving on 20% HP, but All-in also get a high amount of damage. He want to heal up, and Hassan just applying some bandage because he just having only 2 bandages, and DRS Mafia Ninja trying to knock some player E to SOPM, and yes, they are still trying to steal some kills as well, and Hunter is the second one surviving as well as Ellen. They are just charging towards the players of Soulz of Bangladesh, and Dante somehow managed to knock him, and he is going to convert that kill. E to SOPM is in big trouble because the last one surviving is Ellen. He is the last hope for the team. Dante is marching towards the last player of E2 SOPM. They are having a very good fight, and yep, Soulz of Bangladesh got 6 kills, and E2 SOPM eliminated at the 15th position.
Yeah, but DRS Gaming inside the circle are the only team to do so. All the other teams, most of them are located towards the northern side, towards the southern side, the exits of the Yasna Poliana compounds. HARAME, they are going to move in inside the Swergs. Did cause some trouble for the squads of Wolves and Venom Legends, but now looking to rotate themselves. And Soulz of BD, that was an impressive fight for them, but there's a long way to go if you want to move towards the end of this game. 19 minutes in, we still have 14 teams, 45 players alive. Private stopping the vehicle in the middle of nowhere. They're going to take so much shots from the players of RisingNepal right behind them. They got tunnel vision on the team of Rivals X, which was in front. Did not care that they were being shot from the back. A huge mistake. The blue zone comes in. Wolves are going to take the damage. Apollo is going to try and fight this one out. Knocks down one. Did not take any damage in return, so it can take down Clutch as well, which he's going to try and do. Both the players trade out damage. Clutch picks up his vehicle and is going to try and drive away from the situation, and he's going to try and leave Apollo to die away. But Apollo runs towards his recent kill. He's going to see if he can recover some first aids from it, and he's going to see if he can just walk his way into the circle.
Yeah, that's true, and we just live with 14 teams, and right now DRS Gaming is coming into action. Kira Pislo don't die, just got knocked out.
What?
Hassan, oh, what just happened?
Nang was just sitting inside the car in the smoke. He was just playing mind games with them. Instantly gets out, gets one knock, spots out 6-9 and finishes him off. HARAME Nang, an impressive play, just making sure that his opponents, they do not look good in that clip.
Absolutely true, and literally 500 IQ gaming came. IQ game coming from his side, and HARAME Ghatak spotted some players of team. Walking himself in a single spray. He just knocked out 2 players, and Team Satan meanwhile just got eliminated at the 12th position. Satan Frankie skill got confirmed. 4 Archangels boomed twice, also got knocked out, and the kill got confirmed, and then the SOLTISQUAD in a big trouble, and 4 Archangels got eliminated at the 11th position. And HARAME IR2, look at that position. He is going to spot some players of team, we can say this is RisingNepal. They are in a big trouble, and SOLTISQUAD, Vcash running in the open, just spotted out and knocked out instantly. A1 Esports, Kabila get that knock, and he's going to convert that knock into a kill, and he also spotted a player of SOLTISQUAD trying to connect some shot, but meanwhile Venom Legends got eliminated at the 10th position. Kabila trying to eliminate the player he is front of him, who is the last player surviving for the player of the team Soulz of Bangladesh, and SOLTISQUAD just got eliminated at the 8th position. Steel Sword got the grenade as well as domination title. Kira Pislo also got eliminated at the 7th position. Most of the teams are getting eliminated, and we just left with only 16, 21 players are alive.
I mean, that's what I expected. I mean, because this was an open circuit, you had way too many teams for people to not get spotted out. 6 teams left in this matchup, and the players' advantage is just going to be with A1 Esports and the players of RisingNepal. 7C is a team that we did expect to get a hat trick, have been taken down and out of this game. But the good thing is P and Crew are still here, so we could have 2 teams who got 2 chicken dinners. I mean, 7C is on the off maps and P and Crew on both the Erangels. Let's see if that is going to be possible, as we have 6 teams, 18 players still left. Oh, Avsec is going to be taken down by a good nade coming in from AJ, but AJ was taken down by a nade that came in from Sandesh, so the fast raids are going to come in. DRS do have 2 players. AJ is going to try and crawl his way towards Galzin, his teammate, but DNKill and Sandesh, they're going to try and finish these lads off. Oh, the nade was perfect, but did put his own teammate in some trouble. Golson is going to be taken down by Sandesh as the cover fire was there for Demon Killer, and Afsec is going to get a revive, but HARAME take an exit from this game. DRS, AJ still bleeding out. Where is Nima in this fight? He is inside the circle. He's just sitting there with his head down. He's just going to try and survive, but A1 Esports are going to be caught off guard by the players of RisingNepal. Cooney is going to take down one, but Steel Shot in retaliation knocks down Cooney, and RisingNepal now left with just 3 players, just like the players of A1 Esports.
Yeah, that's when Rens are using a OM. Oh my god. This is a very close circle, and you are using OM. This is going to be very lethal for you, and DRS Nima just got eliminated as well. The team, they got eliminated at the 15th position. We just left with only 4 teams. A1 Esports, Rival X, RisingNepal, as well as PNQ. We can see PNQ again trying to get into the top 4, and yep, they are in. And RisingNepal having the manpower. Can they convert this manpower into a chicken dinner? In A1 Esports, they are also looking very strong. They got a good amount of kills. They just need that chicken dinner into their hand. And Cooney trying to fight with the players of A1 Esports. He can spot him easily, but right now they are not going to take a risky move because all the players are inside the zone. They are just waiting for the hardship of the zone, and Cooney still trying to spot some player, and yep, he spotted him trying to connect some shot but unable to do so.
Yeah, they're not able to do that, but on the other side, we do have RisingNepal who are just fighting in every single direction. They do not care who they see. They're just going to take every single one down. A1 Esports are doing the same thing, but the teams are right next to each other. P and Crew get eliminated as we are down to 3 teams, and it is 10 players surviving. 3 from Rivals X, 3 from A1 Esports, 4 for the team of RisingNepal. So they are the team that is sitting with a man advantage. Rivals X have 1 teammate knocked out, but the revive is going to come in for Nemesis any given second now. And as we do see, the revive is happening. RisingNepal and A1 Esports need to take the fight before they move in. Sinister does take down Trigger from Rivals X. The finish is going to be confirmed as well. Goes for the shot, thrown down. A good mechanical display in front of us. But now you have to take down the rest of the players. Sinister was being too aggressive, and there goes the punish. Oh, Kabila, what are you doing? He closes in on the raids right in front of the players of RisingNepal, like he is taunting these lads to take the fight against him. And it is such an aggressive move because they do have another team in the flank. Kabila, he has to use the smoke to at least isolate one of the players, but goes for the nade instead. The damage is not going to be dished out. Goes for the second one, and this one can actually take out the player from RisingNepal. All right, using the utilities properly, but can smoke out in front of him so he can isolate one fight and then take the fight towards his left-hand side.
Yeah, that's true. And see, the Rival X is also coming from the left-hand side, and A1 Esports Steel Shot just got eliminated, and they just left with only 2 players alive. And RisingNepal, 4 players are there. They just the difference is the ridge coming in front of them. Otherwise, these 2 players are going to have a very great fight. But both the players, all the teammates, they are not going to do a risky move until and unless they're going to get some knocks. And RisingNepal looking very strong. Cooney can spot some players. Maybe he's going to throw a grenade, but we can see that they didn't have a single heal. He's just having only 3 bandages. All the players trying to bait out every single player. We left with only 3 teams. 9 players are there. Still hoping that which team is going to get the chicken dinner. But the chances of chicken dinner, RisingNepal having a quite high chances as compared to other teams.
Yeah, quite high indeed. But on the other side, look at this. RisingNepal, their players are spread out as well. So a really good position. Plus, they have the man advantage. A1 Esports, the over-aggression is definitely going to be the demise for this team. But the nade is going to take down one of the players from Rivals X. So that means just one lad left standing. That's going to be Nemesis, barely surviving with any HP. His teammate is going to be finished right in front of his eyes. And Mr. Nemesis, he's going to try and use the bandages that he has. No first aid, just has the bandages, has removed his backpack as well. Just has one weapon on his back. Just using the bandages to heal up slowly and steadily. And is going to try and wait for the opportunity to see if the players in front of him end up eliminating each other. The good thing is that there are 8 players remaining, 3 teams alive. So there is going to be a possibility that RisingNepal right now or A1 Esports right now are thinking, I mean, RisingNepal for sure. They are going to be thinking that there is a team with all 4 players in front of them. They take down one from A1 Esports for Rivals. They take an exit as Nemesis was taken down. Now it's time for the final fight. A1 Esports versus RisingNepal, and we do know who the winner is. It is going to be the players of RisingNepal, as they just spotted out all the players of A1 Esports who were being too over-aggressive. They wanted the kill point so badly that they charged in towards a fight that they never should have taken. They should have gone for Rivals X first and then gone for the players of RisingNepal.
Yeah, that's true. And the aggression coming from Kabila's side
Yeah.
is so accurate that he just delayed the fight having with RisingNepal so that they can get the second position. But I just thinking that RisingNepal is always having an upper hand because they have the manpower. They can spot some players very easily, and yep, they did the same thing. And A1 Esports, they got a very early exit, but Rival X, they just proved very nice game.
Yeah, it was a nice game for them indeed, and well, I guess it is time to have a look at the MVP for this match and see which individual player had an amazing performance, and which team is that player gonna be from? That I think has to be an even bigger question. Was it okay? A1 Esports Sinister, yeah, you put out 1100 damage in a match, you are definitely getting the MVP. 5 kills, 1173 damage, survival time of 26 minutes 43 seconds, distance covered 7.07 kilometers.
Yeah, that's true, and I'm feeling a little sad because why they didn't got the chicken dinner. Look at the damage they have, 1100 damage, and they covered 7 kilometers. And you know what? The strategy that they have to prefer, they just have to stick to the basic. They have to go to their preferable place, which is Yesnaya. It worked out. That's why they got the second position. But somehow, PN Crew managed to get the chicken dinner, and RisingNepal managed to get the chicken dinner. And but I am hoping how many kills the A1 Esports have.
Kills are gonna be the question, and even I wanted PN Crew to get the chicken dinner because then we would have had a symmetry in our graphic. PN Crew 7C, 7C is PN Crew. Well, but I mean, RisingNepal just ruining the plans of PN Crew 7Cs as well, of them getting the hat trick and just having a really good finish in this match. We'll have to see on the leaderboard where they are right now. Once again, this game was so important for teams from Group A because this was their very last game of the semi-finals. If they fail to be in the top 10, then the possibility of them making it in the finals is already over. If they that's the top 10 moving into the finals, but to be realistic, you need to be at least in the top 5 or in the top 8 so that you at least have some sort of a safety cushion. Top 5 players in front of us, 2 players from the squad of A1 Esports right next to each other, 10 kills between these 2 lads. Then we have Soulz of BD Dante with his 4 kills, Nemesis with his 4 kills from Rivals X, and RisingNepal Kuni with the 3 kills at 618 damage. So quite an impressive performance from these players. And RisingNepal, the way they were team fighting in that final few situations was pretty impressive. Soulz of BD, the aggression that we got to see from them, be it the fight that happened in the school apartments, or be it when they were crossing the ridge towards the Yasnaya fields. It was impressive. Let's have a look at the match summary. When they were crossing the ridge towards the Yasnaya fields, it was impressive. Let's have a look at the match summary as well and see how this game actually fared out for everyone. How much utility was used, which I do expect this time did meet the average numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
It overshot the average, almost double.
Oh my god, 309 smokes and grenades are used, 7 grenade kills, it's a decent amount we can see. We get 68 knocks and 60 total kills. So maybe just 4 players just got eliminated by the play zone. So this is a very good strategy coming from all the teams, and only 3 airdrop looted. So you can get easily some high damage gun as well as level 3 kit.
I like the high confirmation rate of the kills. That means most of the kills were picked up by the players. That means points were going somewhere. Points weren't being wasted. And points not being wasted is so important. You can't just let players get away, players deny kills, get knocked out by your own teammates and just like bleed out and die, because then your teammates realize there's a team charging in towards them and they have to take the fight. That shouldn't happen. Always there's a team charging in towards them and they have to take the fight. That shouldn't happen. Always being aced in combat, try and pick up the points for yourself. Let's have a look at the game-wise standing and see where are they going to be. 29 points being handed over to A1 Esports as they got 15 kills. They got more kills than they got placement points in this match.
This shows that they are focusing on to get kills,
Yeah.
which is a very nice start. And RisingNepal, they got the second winner, but they are on the second position because they just got only 8 kills. And if we talk about Rival X, they are got 17 points with 7 kills. So these teams are playing very aggressively, and yep, it shows the same. But if we talk about Soulz of BD, finally they work on to getting kills, but this is quite late because you just have to be more consistent from the starting, but still you just managed to get 9 points. It's a very good thing. But right now, High Voltage again got eliminated in a very early stage. They got only 1 point, and SOLTISQUAD, they didn't got a single kill in this match. This is surprising.
Yeah, it's quite surprising, in fact. SOLTISQUAD quite inconsistent. So this is the reason that this team has a standing that they have. They are really inconsistent. One match, they just pop off really hard and destroy everyone. The other match, they are the ones getting destroyed. Same for 7C Esports. I mean, 2 games they had were incredible, but what happened this time? What happened to 7C Esports? And that's going to be the question that I think most of the people are going to be asking. But this is not the leaderboard. This is just the match standing. We want the leaderboard. We want to see, are the teams going to qualify? Where are they going to stand? Who are the teams from Group A? Do they have enough points to stay within the top 5, within the top 8, within the safe distance of being in the top 10, even when they don't play the last day of the semi-final? That's going to be tomorrow, where teams from Group B and C will battle it out. They will finish their last 4 matches, and they will see as to how the competition is going to be going out for them. Quite an interesting scenario being laid out, and quite an interesting story. It's sort of scary because there were 3 teams that were there outside of the top 10 from Group A. Before we actually reveal the teams and the points that they have, let's have a look at the kill leaders and see how the top 10 players who are on the leaderboard are doing.
Yeah, that's true, and we have PNQ Absec just leading the kill leader, having 35 points with, oh my god, 6,798 damage. Steel Shot coming at the second position, and if we look at the second page, we have A1, the players from A1 Esports. They are leading the kill department. They are on the 2nd, the 9th and 10th position. This shows that they are really relying on kills.
Yeah, they are relying on kills indeed, and a lot of players having an impressive performance. I mean, Hungry Box from 7CP and crew, Avsec as well. Then we have Steel Shot and Soicot from A1 Esports, who have always had an amazing standing. Now, finally, time to reveal the magic and the points. Let us have a look at the leaderboard and see where the teams stand. A1 Esports taking the lead from High Voltage, sitting on the 1st position, but P and crew still not sitting on the 16 games played mark, are in the top 3. So is PWP Esports in the top 5. 16 games not played, have 4 left. 7C Esports, they have 4 left, and they are on the 7th position. So when they come back tomorrow, these 3 teams will definitely be climbing up really hard. On the other side, oh, HARAME, they are on the 16th. They have played 16 games, 11th position, 118 points, just barely missing the top 10. So they are going to be our Kirapi's flow. For Archangels are not going to be moving forward from here.
That's true, and I'm just looking forward that Venom Legends, it's going to play well tomorrow, and they're going to add the 10th. And these teams, they have only 4 matches left, and I'm still thinking that how they're going to perform tomorrow.
Yeah, we will be waiting to see them tomorrow, as the action is going to be really intense. And all these 8 teams, in fact, not just the 8 teams, the 16 teams that are left, that are from Group B and C, it is going to be a wild ride tomorrow, because from there on out, we will have the 10 names that move from the semi-finals to the finals, where the 6 teams that are invited are going to be waiting for them. Names like INES are waiting, Elementrix is going to be there, Chianmara is going to be there, Deadeye Guys, Hype is going to be there, Team Extreme is going to be there. All these 6 teams are just waiting and watching these lads play, watching their aggression. And with that, we come to an end of the second last day of the semi-finals. Tomorrow is going to be the last day. As I said, 4 games will decide the 10 teams that move forward to the finals. But before I close out today's day, I have to give a shout out to our sponsors. So this PMCO 2020 Fall Split South Asia Semi-Finals is sponsored by the Oppo Reno 4, which has the Walk 4.0 flash fast charging, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and the 6.4-inch AMOLED display. Clearly the best of you. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined by Phoenix. We're going to say good night. You guys have a good night as well. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, he looks good. But to me, you're clearly the best. Don't touch me. That was close. Don't worry, I've got your back. Ready to rock. Go on, do your thing. Clearly, you are the best. Oppo Reno 4.